Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Tabletop Twitch. Today's episode is called Blood Money. Now, I got an OBS warning instantly, but it's fine. Every time we start, it's like, hey, shit's critical. Oh. Okay, so I forgot to grab something to drink, so I'm going to do that pretty much right off the bat. But first, we're going to go through a little bit where we are and who we are. So, as you can hear, it's terrible weather, and you guys are currently trudging up a hill in the mud. But you guys, Chris, who are you playing?
We're supposed to hear anything?
There's like a storm thing. Yeah, it's very quiet.
I hear a light rain.
Yeah.
And a cat.
Okay. Well, I am Storm, the Tempest Cleric of Elistray. So, Storm is right up my alley. Literally, that's also my name. But I'm very young and naive, and I've never been to the upper world before. Just exciting. Different.
Okay. Malik? Sky?
Yes.
Your name is always your character's name for some reason.
Well, I am a vampire. No, I am Malik Maleficium. A vampire, hexblade, warlock. He's a lot of cliches in one. Yeah. Let's stick with that.
And what about you, Noah? Who are you playing?
I am playing a drow named Cretus Shaw, who is really old, as opposed to Storm's young beauty and magnificence. She somehow convinced me to leave my post as a scout in the Underdark. I don't know how she did it.
It's a mystery to us all.
Complete mystery, yep.
Complete mystery. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have my ideas, my hunches, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila, stop!
What is she doing?
She's meowing.
Oh. We didn't
Like
hear
she hasn't been fed in days. She's got a full bowl of food.
She's been fed.
Hmm?
Oh.
There's food right there.
Okay, let's see here. Dun. There. Okay, so things are loaded for me correctly. So, you guys are marching uphill back to Thornhold. The rain is pouring down, and the glow of the lighthouse is behind you. The storm is at its worst, but the lighthouse still shines through the downpour, seemingly enhanced by magic, as the brazier could not possibly be that bright. You can see the bridge of Thornhold like a dark silhouette against the sky, with a single light standing upon it. A lone guard with a hooded lantern leaning over the edge. "Alright, lads! You fucking did it! She's as bright as ever. Now hurry on up, the Salt Lord would like a word with you."
Okay, I will sneak behind this one, and then, if you would allow me, I will poison him.
You've already been dissuaded from killing him twice. It's the same guy.
You know that's the guy that promises ale, right?
Yes, it's Auric.
And he did not deliver on his promise. We should kill him for that, so that the others will learn not to betray us.
He hasn't betrayed us.
He lied to us, straight
You
to our
haven't had the
faces.
time. You haven't had the time to give us the ale.
Circumstances matter not in promises.
Yeah, they do.
Why?
That's how promises work.
Oi, lads! The ale's be getting warm.
Listen.
Yes,
Hear
thank
that?
you. We're on our way.
He's on top of a bridge. He can't possibly hear your whispering through the storm. You're 80 feet below him. You're like, yes. He's like, I don't know.
It's not my fault I don't have a voice.
By the way, I was talking in Drow Sign Language.
Yeah.
So, if he understands Drow Sign Language,
No,
No, he doesn't. He's just mentioning that the ale's getting warm.
of course.
Just conveniently.
But,
Okay. If you wish me not to kill this man, I will not kill him.
Good.
but only because it was you.
Yes, yes. Can we get out of this downpour?
Oh, right. Malik, I forgot you were here. You look uncomfortable.
Yes.
By the way, I've got like clumped up makeup and in on my face and in my hair.
I mean, you guys also are suffering some injuries. Like, none of you are really in good health. Like, Storm's in okay health, but...
I am.
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay.
But both Malik and Kretus here have suffered some grievous wounds. Both of them have been downed and brought back a few times over, so it's not like you guys haven't expended your powers and strength.
But I didn't get killed by a hooker.
That's your legacy, by the way. No.
I am still looking for that woman. And also something else to eat. I do want to use prestidigitation myself, however, to make myself as presentable as possible.
Right.
Get rid of the blood, whatever like is left of my clothing.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
No.
I start walking up to meet Oric.
Yep.
Right behind her.
So, you guys head up to the bridge then, and Oric's gonna greet you. He's staring out at the lighthouse, and can't believe you did it. Was it really a wyvern?
In response, I just chucked the head in front of him.
By
The
Muradin.
wyvern head. Then yes.
That don't look like no fucking ranger. Look, I guess it's a wyvern.
Yes, that is the head of a wyvern.
All right. Why'd you bring it with you?
As
I
proof.
thought it could be presented. Someone should mount it on a spear or something. It would look very festive.
That is mighty gruesome for the elves. I always took you to be a bit of pansies when it came to blood. He's just gonna grab it by the mouth of it and be like, alright, in we go.
Have this guy ever met a dark elf? Ever?
He said the dark elves, were here in the old wars. His forefathers fought with them against the Durgar. He hasn't personally met any, no.
They haven't. They don't know how vicious they usually are.
Also, the fact that I'm not one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
You look kind of like one at the moment, though.
a little bit.
Yeah.
He looks a little creepy. Oric leads you across the empty courtyard, its cobblestones shimmering like metal in the rain. Laughter and song can be heard from the Rust Bucket Inn to your left, songs of old wars and lusty maidens sang out of tune by slurred tongues. Most other buildings are dark, even the barracks, whose guards seem to be singing songs at the inn instead. The alchemist shop has a single candlelit window on the second floor, Landwill's late-night reading. Across the courtyard, the salt fort looms, a dark shape of stone and metal rising into the night sky, rain giving its walls a shimmer and the glow of the distant lighthouse reflecting off the metal ornaments that cover the structure. The bolted steps lead to closed double-iron doors, severely rusted and corroded by the sea air. The outside of the salt fort is what gives it its name, a gray outer coating of halite, a type of stone quarried around saltwater geysers. Oric knocks a few times. My lord, the men are here as you requested. The doors are going to slowly creak open. Okay, sirs, there's a tankard with me name on it at the inn. I'll meet you there later.
Keep your promise.
There we go. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So, keep your promise, is that what you said?
Indeed.
Alright. I mean, I'm a dwarf.
I'm just gonna give him like this shifty eye look.
You
You're
got
lying.
something in your eye there.
Indeed, it is a lot of makeup.
Now, I will go and claim a tankard. I will make sure there are 3 for you.
Indeed, and any for the others. You say 3 for me.
He's already started walking. Numbers.
Good day.
It's the middle of the night.
This would
Okay.
be the perfect time while he is walking away. He does not realize.
Hey, Daphmans.
I'm gonna I'm going to look towards Malik. Is it normal here to not bring your own tankard?
I am not sure. Dwarves have weird customs. I'm not very familiar with them.
Because I remember back home you had to use our own tankards to make sure that we weren't poisoned. And I walk in.
I mean, yeah, that in Drow society there may be, you know, it might be less open to drinking from any cup. I can picture that.
But what she doesn't know is that you can actually poison the liquid before it goes into your drink. But she's young. She'll discover that in time. Let us go.
I just love, like, she says something, like, weird, goes in, he says something equally weird, goes in, and I'm just standing there. Yeah, if they weren't so skilled at what they did.
Okay. So you guys go in?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the interior of the Salt Fort was once meant for grand feasts and dancers and celebrations, but the large open spaces are now filled with clutter. Crates of raw materials, family heirlooms, bundles of cloth, old armors, the entire legacy of an old family stored in boxes around you. Most doors have not been opened in a very long time, covered in dust and cobwebs. But there is an obvious trail through the rubble, and a voice in the distance. Hold on, there we go. Follow the trail. Come closer.
I try to follow it.
I also follow.
I want to see if, like, can just see any, like, is there just one track or are there other ways in and out? Does it look like there's...
I mean, it's basically like you entered into like a grand hall with pillars and stuff, but it's just like crates and boxes all over the place. You know, furniture covered with burlap cloth. And a lot of the other doors that go off into like probably what is guest rooms or kitchens. It's just they're closed. They haven't been open in ages. There's just like one path through it, basically.
There's literally just one path?
Yeah, the other rooms in the bottom floor here have not been used. I mean, this could hold like a family of maybe 30 as well as servants and stuff in the past. Now it's just Lord Garcyril, you know. It's a very big castle for a single person.
Just in case, I'm going to look for anybody lurking in the shadows. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my intent with looking for any dust being out, like...
Well, I am specifically looking for assassin.
Yes. Well, in any case... I'll just keep going towards...
Okay. So, you're gonna enter into a bedchamber. Once grand, now covered in dust and clutter. There's a large bed, meant for two, standing on a raised floor near the windows, but only one man laying in it. A pale, wrinkled man, with hair and beard as white as snow. His cloudy eyes staring up at the ceiling. Welcome, sirs. I am Lord Garcyril of the Salt Fort. Oric told me what you did. A wyvern is no simple creature to kill. But he also told me what you are. What brings dark elves to my domain? And why did you light the tower? I mean you no disgrace, but your kind is not known for doing favors.
I'm gonna look over to Storm. And in Drow Sign Language, I'll ask, how do we approach this?
You're muted, Chris.
Good. Okay.
Oh, is he actually being
He's doing
silent?
sign
Okay, so he's silent on purpose. Okay.
All right. So here's the plan. I will go and flank him and stab him several times.
He's blind in a bed. He's old as hell.
So I did a lot of sign language, but it means only the truth. Because it's never used, it's like super long.
Oh, right. It's a very complicated concept that he's got to say several different times, several different ways, because there are different types of truths, right? And he's asking for the truthy kind of truth.
The truthy kind of truth. Fucking dry.
Real truth. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's continuing to stare up on the roof. He's either entirely blind or just very, very weak-sided, that kind of... So, yeah, what do you say?
Well, what brings us to the surface is adventure. It is curiosity. We are, at this point, not very well liked down below. And,
I don't think you'll find it any better up here.
Believe me, it could not be much worse at this point. But, I personally have always wanted to see a sunset.
You came to the wrong place. Thornhold has more rain than any other city in Faerun. Blasted place would wash away if it weren't built of stone.
Ah, I see. Well, we may have known that had we not burned our map.
You burned your map.
Indeed, during our foray into the world above here, we got cold one night, and instead of my suggestion, which was to rub our naked bodies together very quickly, we decided to burn the only paper that we had on us.
Just your map.
I was not part of that. That was before they encountered
I feel like
me.
there may have been other choices between Brokeback Mountaining it or burning your only map. I feel like there may be some middle ground.
All right. For the record, Storm is a girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm a guy. No broke backing. Nope. It would.
That's why I burned the map.
Desperate times.
Okay. Oh, right. You came to the surface for adventure, but why would you risk your life taking out the Ivern to light the tower?
Seemed like a smaller risk for the favor and possible reward we would be getting.
Right.
Speaking of which, is there a reward?
Well, listen, you've done me a great favor, but I'm not a man to ask favors. I don't believe in selflessness. Honest pay for honest work, as my father always said. You'll be rewarded for your bravery in the tower. What do you wish for? If it's within my abilities, you should have it. You're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No, he's in.
I'm speechless. I have never been one for material gains, but there is a certain artifact of my people. I am in search of it. It is a bow. Have you ever heard of a bow?
Yes.
From the...
I drink soup out of one every morning.
Now he's just trying to picture that. Like he takes his bow off of his back. He's like,
That is a skill. I would like to acquire.
He heard bowl, obviously.
yes, yes. I realized that.
Okay, so...
So, any information on this would be good. And also, of course, gold.
Gold? Well, I'm afraid Thornhold doesn't have any Fletchers, but I can talk to my men, see if they know anyone capable of making you a good bow.
I'm sorry. I may have misunderstood your language. You say you do not have any Fletchers in this city?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
I definitely bought arrows from a Fletcher yesterday.
You bought
That's
arrows from a merchant who was visiting. They had a blacksmith, the city. They have visiting merchants that may sell arrows or not, but they don't actually have a person hired in the city here to make it in the big garrison. They're dwarves, they don't use it. They don't use bows.
Right.
They might use crossbows. She was just in the, she was a Fletcher, but she doesn't live here. She was just visiting. So,
Okay.
all those merchants in the courtyard were. Okay,
Yep.
So, well, the rest of you, is there anything you wish for? If it's gold you want, I can provide gold.
Well, mostly just a place to stay, perhaps. and information. You see, it has been some time since I've been at the surface world, and I'm afraid things might have changed a bit in that time. It would help me greatly to be caught up to current events, if it were so.
I'd love to help you there. Perfectly honest, I'm not the man of the mind anymore. I can't remember when I last had a shit. But you're welcome to go through my archives, see if there's anything there of use to you. And as far as rooms, well, I'm pretty sure there's space in the salt fort here, if you wish to borrow some servants' quarters or something. It's a 4-story keep, and I'm one man. I can spare the room for now. You've done me a favor. It surely makes sense that I treat you as guests for as long as you wish to.
I must admit, surface dwellers are much kinder than I was expecting.
I must
As
admit,
he said that,
drow are a lot kinder than I was expecting.
as he said that we're guests here, I'm gonna go like pretty close. So what's for dinner?
Kidney pies.
What pies?
Kidney pies.
Never had those before.
You've had pies. It's like meat
We have
pies,
eaten.
but with
I
kidney.
could have sworn you've eaten like 8 of them by now.
Ate like a dozen last session.
Oh, I had meat pie, yeah, but I don't have
Yes.
kidney pie. Oh.
No. Listen. You're welcome to use my archives. I'll pay you some gold. You're welcome to use some rooms and lodging here in the Salt Fort as much as you need. And I'll talk to the alchemist, see if he has any books regarding that bow of yours. Better my manners. You can call me Garciril. No need for the lordship or any of that. May I get your names?
They call me Credis Shaw.
Credis. Alright.
Malik Maleficium.
Elvish.
No,
Just sounds fancy then.
I am not an elf, although I associate with, well, many of them.
Right. And the last person? I heard there were 3.
Right. Storm. Like the weather outside right now.
Damn right. Okay, well... Listen, now that that's out of the way, I do wish to ask your help for another matter. Rather, I wish to hire you, again. Honest pay for honest work. If you'd rather take this in the morning, I'd understand that. You're probably exhausted.
We are night people.
Right.
What is the job?
Well, my domain stretches further than just the Salt Fort and Thornhold. I am lord of the surrounding lands as well. A sizable chunk of the shoreline, and inland about half of the southern Sword Mountains are mine to claim. Within my domain, there are many villages and farms, small places full of honest, hard-working men. They pay me a small tax, a fair percentage of their income, which I use to muster soldiers, hold this keep. You have no clue. Obviously.
This guy is the most trustworthy person I've ever met.
In
Above the
return,
surface.
In return for this tax, I protect them, and I allow them to own their lands, to do so with as they wish. At least that's what I swore an oath to do. I've failed to do that. There is a mining village about 2 days' march northeast of here, at the roots of the mountains, called Bem Lodar, the Earth Maw. The town is deep in a mountain pass, little more than a ravine, half a mile from the entrance to the village, where you can only walk a few men aside. The rocks make horses slow and wagons downright impossible. My last tax collector, he did not return, nor did the good men I sent to investigate. I fear that the town has been sieged by a local gang of bandits who call themselves the Stoned Men. Escaped criminals and degenerates led by a man called Rag, once a noble and advisor to the Lord of Secomber. He's a smart man, but a cruel one too. I can't send my men to the town. It's surprisingly difficult to attack for a village. That half a mile of a ravine is a bottleneck of death where archers and spell slingers would lay waste to my men long before they reached the town. But you You're creatures of the night. You could sneak through that crevice, get into the town, and kill Rag. Mountain bandits have no honor, no sense of loyalty. Once Rag is dead, they will fall apart at the seams and scatter. Bring me Rag's head, and free Bemlodar, and I will give you far more than gold and a bow.
Like a golden bow?
Yes! A golden fucking bow.
That golden. I believe I speak for the others when I say that we will accept.
Yes.
Yes, these men have disturbed the peace that is also important for civilized culture.
I wouldn't call Bemlodar civilized. There's a culture there, though, that's damn sure.
Nevertheless, someone needs to uphold the law. I have a great appreciation for people like that, and I do like to count myself among them.
Indeed. You say this Rag has broken the laws of this city, this area.
Yes.
We will take care of him, and by take care of him, I mean stab him in the throat.
Bring me his head. That is justice. The man was once an advisor to a lord. Rumor has it he poisoned the lord, but the lord survived. He did not expect that the fortitude of a dwarf was so powerful. He was exiled from Sekomber, and he since used his talkie abilities to gather a group of mountain bandits. They've been a thorn in my ass for quite some time now. I wouldn't mind them taken out. Without Rag, the mountain bandits would fight between themselves.
Indeed.
They'd be quickly picked apart by rangers and the odd guard ship here and there.
So, you do not need us to kill any of those men. We just
kill
need
as
to
many
go
as
there.
you want. They're dead men anyways.
I want to kill them all, but sometimes that is not always the best way of doing things.
And I look at Storm for, right? That's right? That sounds right, but I'm not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
also want to insight check this guy, because I
go
feel
ahead.
there's something he's missing to tell.
19. Okay, what are you trying to get from him?
23. Well, if he is missing any information, like if he's trying to lie somehow, hide
He
something.
hasn't lied about anything. He did kind of very quickly glaze over the fact that he sent men there and they didn't return, because he's fully aware of the fact that that you're talking, it's half a mile through basic crevice that's 2-3 men wide all the way into the village, and his men, dwarves in armor, they can't ride horses, use wagons, they were shot down by archers and spell slingers way before they even got to the village. It's just so easy to protect it. So he kind of downplayed the fact that this is kind of a suicide mission unless you sneak your way through it, kind of thing. That's the only lying he did. Other than that, he has actually been an honest man. His family code is literally honest pay for honest work. That's their family crest, is that word there. So he is an honest man. Honest pay for honest work.
Okay. Alright.
He just downplayed just how dangerous this is, because he didn't want to scare you off, basically. That's it.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, we have accepted the
Yes. You have a militia that usually does this sort of job, I assume, correct?
Indeed. A militia of heavily armored dwarves who lack any sort of subtlety? Subtleness. Subtlety. Thank you.
Well, they know the area a lot better than we strangers would do. Is there someone who could give us a better lay of the land?
Right.
Perhaps. Also a map do quite well.
As long as you promise not to burn it.
Well, I think it will be safe in my hands, at the
Alright.
very least.
Sure.
Are there any guards in here, by the way?
No.
Or is it literally just him?
It's just him and you guys. He's a very trusting individual. But then
no
again,
shit.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start rummaging around his stuff.
you go ahead.
Anything-
Do you want to like?
Yeah.
He is pretty much old and shit, but he is very trusting and that kind of thing. And it is mainly for the fact that, as said, he did have a history with Drow. This entire city did. So.
Mm-hmm.
My
Or
lord,
city.
I mean, Gar, goddamn, why does he have to have a name I can't pronounce?
Lord Garlic. Lord Garlic.
Lord Garlic. I was you seem, excuse me if I am prying, but where is your household? We were told you had family.
Yes.
We have not seen servants, no guards. And your estate, it does not look like it sees frequent use.
It doesn't. People of the town tend to refer to my family as more than it is. It makes for a little bit better flavor to say that our lord and his family and his wife and his happy little children all live within a... And it sounds better than, well, we have one grizzly old man, wrinkled, shitting in the bed. So... My wife died a few years back, and both my sons moved south to warmer, less wet climates. They visit every so often. As for servants, I was tired of being coodled and cared for. It made me feel like a child or a dying animal. I'll take care of myself until one day I fall down the stairs and I don't get back up, and that's how I want it to be.
Indeed. I can respect that opinion. And I will leave it at that. With that, we will let you rest and perhaps set up plans for
Yes.
for this endeavor.
My fort
We
is
might
yours to use with as you want. Find rooms, find yourself. There's a common room down the second floor, a table carved with the local landscape. I used to, in my young days when I was aggressive and planned for wars, I would sit there and meddle about with wooden figurines on it. It's covering dust now, but you're welcome to use that as your common room.
That sounds like
Thank you very much.
comfortable place to be planning wars.
Hmm.
Do you have a room where one may find necessary things to be mixing certain potions and other things?
No, not
Like
here.
nothing.
Landwill's shop is right across the market circle. He would have what would be
Indeed.
necessary.
I have met him. He is a very nice
Yeah,
person.
sock's a bit weird, but the man is a good man.
The sock was unexpected, to say
Yes.
the least.
Oric
Seemed
has...
very friendly sock.
Yeah. Oric has taken quite a shine to you. He was rather impressed. I was told you gave him the head of a wyvern, which, a bit grisly and gory, but that's exactly how we dwarves like it. I'm sure that he would be glad to accompany you to, well, the town. He knows the way. He's been there a few times on some escorts.
Yes, he has proven helpful.
Thank you for the follow from Daftmans, by the way. Welcome to the table.
Hellos.
So, he'll just turn over in his bed and be like, "Leave me. We'll talk more in the morning." Again.
It is like
Oh, it's
8
late.
in the evening.
Yeah,
or
it's like
starting-
midnight.
it's-
So he's just gonna turn over
Okay,
towards the
yeah.
window. You can see the lighthouse down the distance glowing. Again, thank you.
Of course. I will talk to the others, but I was thinking about starting our journey. You say it's 2 days.
Just about.
We may as well start now and rest after the sun comes up. But that is not something for us to discuss with you. I will talk to my companions.
You do with as you wish. The town has probably been occupied for the good portion of a month now. Whoever's still alive is probably gonna stay alive, and whoever is killed is, they're already killed. I'm not too worried about time. I just want my town back.
Indeed. It was not so much a matter of timing as
Right.
it is timing, because I am not a huge fan of your bright sun.
Right.
It kind of burns. Even through the clouds, I was shocked at how bright it was. Is it always this bright?
It's a little bit first. Landwill told me that this storm is set to last for the good portion of a week. I don't think we'll be seeing the sun for a few days.
That is almost good news, but I really want to see a sunset.
Right. Well.
Do we have a tent? This
I
is
would need it.
No.
Exactly.
We'll probably need to stock up on basic equipment.
Yeah, we'll ask
Rope
the
and yeah.
God, what's his name? The guy we've talked to so far. G
Or-
something. Or
Garcero?
totally with
Or
G
Oric.
something.
Well, there was a general supplies merchant in the courtyard. Though he wasn't there now, he's in the inn, but like he had tents and that kind of stuff. And we also have to replace your
Right.
rope, Noah, and keep that in mind. You did use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
I wasn't actually planning on replacing the rope.
right, I was just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally have no equipment.
I have plenty.
I do want to give the fort a quick look over. See what is available in real estate.
It's pretty big.
You know.
Yeah, let's spend like an hour or so just going through the fort.
Walking around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like by candlelight, just like the dim light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all have dark vision. We can kind of see well enough.
And I'll be doing it.
I can also
Moderately
cast light on
quietly.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like-
I'll bounce around a few dancing lights in front of me, probably bit, just in case.
I mean, that's a minute.
So
Light my hand.
I mean, the place is, again, it's a pretty big fort. It's 4 stories if you count the tops of towers, and like the top of it is the 4th floor, but it's 3 indoor floors and some subterranean segments, like a root cellar and that kind of thing. So, I mean, the image there pretty much does it justice. It's just full of clutter. You know, just an entire family legacy stored up in crates and boxes around you. So, covered furniture and dusty burlap, or not burlap, but cloth banners, that kind of thing. So there is
But, how tall was it? Like, did it have like a large tower or?
it's pretty much just a square. That's it. It's just a huge 4-story tall cube, almost. So. Did I lag out? Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a 4-story tall, pretty much a cube. That's it.
All right.
I should see. You know, the Thornhold is a castle, and this is like that big square part of it out in the back. So.
Yeah.
So.
Also, if there's like different quality of rooms, he said we should take servants' quarters. He's not gonna notice if we take better rooms.
He said
than
whatever.
that.
Like there's like a servants' quarter-ish area with smaller rooms. Then the War Council room had an archive and a study next to it, as well as some nicer rooms like guest rooms. I mean, they're still pretty small, but they're definitely better than the inn. You know,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
It's like 10 by 15 foot rooms that have like a bed, a small desk, a stool, a nightstand, and a dresser. So.
Do I find an alchemy kit at all in here?
Like at best there'd be like the kitchens, that's it. Like nothing for alchemy here, because as I said, like there's literally an alchemist shop 50 feet away. So
I may start purchasing the equipment for an alchemy kit because I have proficiency. May as well. But I would like to find a place to set up my poisoner's kit.
Yeah.
And make a poison, or 2, or 5.
you should probably do that in the study. So.
Mm-hmm.
Or try to.
Yeah.
I want to go and challenge that dwarf into a drinking contest.
Oh shit!
It might be fair. He's had a head start of like half an hour.
Oh, she'll catch up.
Okay, so you decided to leave the salt fort and then like run across the downpour in the market square and head over into the rust bucket inn?
Dude, my hair is already wet. There's no way I'm drying 4 feet of hair in like 20 minutes. So yeah,
I dry myself with prestidigitation, but you know.
Yes.
It also doesn't matter because I'm always cold either. Like I don't really. Yeah.
It's cold. Wow.
So no, we started at level 3. So okay,
What does thaumaturgy actually do? Can it do? Can it draw my
it's
hair?
like
Can rumble the ground.
Yeah, it's like
mostly
prestidigitation.
visually.
It's like prestidigitation, but for like divine casters, isn't it? That's what I always
Yeah,
thought.
Kind of, but it does very different things.
Yeah.
Like thaumaturgy is very much
Right.
based on presentation and like flair in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so Storm, you decide to head to the Rust Bucket Inn. Malik and Cretus, what about you two? Cretus, you were going to set up a little, a shop kind of thing? A little potion brewing poison stand somewhere in the massive salt fort. And
That
what
was
have
you, Cretus.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you were going to set up a
I
poison
forgot
stand.
that I don't have an end name. I'm listening for the end name. Yeah, I'm just gonna go find an empty room, probably nearby the kitchens, I guess.
Yeah.
And set up my poisoner's kit and try to make some poisons.
Okay, and what about you, Malik? What are you going to do?
I mean, the merchants are not set up anymore, are they?
No,
Like,
their
they're either
wagons
in
are like
the inn
pulled
or
to the
asleep or-
side. Yeah, they're either asleep or drinking themselves asleep. So, over at the inn.
I'm gonna see if I can try finding one of them.
The Fletcher woman, she has left. So, that'll
Yeah.
be-
No,
yeah.
well,
Ka-
I'm looking mostly for tents and like traveling equipment, stuff
Right.
like that.
yeah, Katarzina was the bow and arrows merchant. She left. But the two other merchants are still here. Rajmund, the male half elf, the oil merchant, and then Stefan, male human, the general supplies merchant. They're both in the inn.
I'm looking for them.
Okay, yeah, you can easily find them. Like the inn is mostly dwarves and some half elves, so the male human that you saw earlier, he's over there, kind of in a stupor because he's already tried to drink a bit with the dwarves. So they're currently playing a game where they take turns belching a song, and the other one has to guess it in 3 times or less, or they have to drink.
Wow. I'm gonna be so bad at this game and have to drink a lot. Literally knowing none of the songs.
Yeah. So both Malik and Storm are down at the inn then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
I'm again looking for it. I mean, I would probably recognize them based on having seen them like earlier in the day. The merchants.
Yeah, obviously. So that worked. Let's see here. Okay. So Storm, you wanted to find Auric. You can easily do that. He's sitting at a table with the wyvern head on top of it, blood dripping all over the place. So
Well, it was cauterized.
yeah, okay, well, still he's got it on the table, which is a little bit disgusting. But everyone's just sitting around it, slurping soup, and be like, "Oh, really? Dark elves, you say?" And you can find the merchant, Stefan.
Yes.
He's just got his face down on a table and just surrounded by tankards, and be like, I can't belch another one.
I'm just gonna lightly tap him.
Please.
Could I have a look at your general supplies? I will be but a moment.
It's midnight. He's just like, what? You kidding me? It's raining out, and it's raining in my head, and what do you want? What do you need?
A tent. So you can just hand me the keys. No worries.
Just gonna rummage around.
I was hoping he was drunk enough for that to work.
Wait, it's a wagon. It doesn't have keys.
Oh.
He says after spending 5 minutes looking for keys, by the way. He's just like,
Oh, my mistake. You go back to your sleep then.
nah, he'll just slump back over in the booth.
I'm gonna go find his cart. It's dark, it's raining. I mean,
Yeah, the stables are built into the Rust Bucket Inn next to it. So, heading over there where the wagons have been pulled aside and the horses have been parked, per se. There is a single light there, a hooded lantern, and under the roof, sitting next to it on a barrel, is a female dwarf reading.
I see his cart there though.
Yeah, she's the stable hand, basically.
Alright.
So she's just sitting in there with like all the carts and the horses and stuff, just reading.
Good evening. And then I just walk by her towards the cart with purpose and determination.
Evening. Is that your cart? I kid. Just go.
All right. Have a nice evening.
I'm not. It's raining. You know how hard it is to be an avid book reader in this climate?
I do not, but I can imagine I will have to learn to live with that burden.
Okay, so, but yeah, she's not gonna give a fuck at all. She's sitting on the barrel in lantern light trying to read. And it's like dripping from the roof. She's trying to like dodge these drops and learn where they're from. Holding the book in an exact angle so the droplets are missing it. She's like, fuck. So. But yeah, you can find the cart and there's rolled up tents in it. They're small tents. Like they're meant for one person.
One person tent?
I mean, it's not even, it's basically like you put your bedroll on the ground and then you have that tent that like barely covers your sleeping bag.
Yeah,
It's like half a meter tall and like a meter wide. It's like you can't stand up in there at all. You have to crawl into it, you know? It's yeah. There's a name for those type of tents. Oh yeah, you can get 3 of them without a doubt. So I mean,
they're like bags. I mean,
they're just rolled up.
Bags.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a really big cloak that you just put over.
Yeah.
So you crawl into it. It's like a
I
doghouse
mean,
size.
I basically want an adventure pack.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
basically just
You can get that.
getting all that together and like tents for the others because I know they're not going to think about to get some.
A doghouse size tent is what I'm gonna go for. A long doghouse is kind of what it is. Yeah, you can find adventuring packs. Go ahead.
Also, do they have any large hats? Something that
He's got hooded robes or cloaks like furs.
Furs.
And he's also got straw hats. But that's it.
Yeah, I guess I'll take one straw hat just for worst, like just in case, and some of the hoods.
Okay. Well, they're like hoods. So it's like a fur cloak kind of thing, like full coat and cloaks.
It's way too heavy. Well, yeah sure.
They're meant for cold climates, not really wet climates, but.
Yeah, sure.
I have a hood, by the way. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't, but I need one really. I'll take one of the coats. Sure.
He will probably notice it's missing in the morning, though. Keep that in mind.
Oh, I was gonna pay. I was literally
okay.
gonna money.
Right. Okay. Well, no
I'm
worries then.
robbing him.
Yeah. So I was just like, well, yeah. Okay, that's fine. So you grab what you need and run. Do you run back to the inn or do you run up to the keep? And you have a room in both places.
I'm gonna go back to the keep.
Right. Okay. Meanwhile, at the inn, Storm.
Actually, how much would I think is a fair price? Well, fair.
Fair-ish. I can check. I'll have to calculate it, though.
I'm leaving. 15 gold.
15?
That's a fair price for all that stuff. It's not.
For the cloak, yeah.
Appreciate.
Hello, Star. Clothes. I mean,
No, I leave 15 gold. I don't have much more left anyway.
I mean, that's not that bad. I mean,
like, Yeah, but if he's getting enough to have a kit, the cheapest kit is like 19 gold, I believe.
Yeah,
so
they're around that.
So they're between 20 and 40 gold generally. So you're scamming him.
I am.
A tent is a gold, usually.
Yeah.
A one-person tent is a gold. So
I think honestly the fur coat is at this point the most expensive.
Yeah,
thing.
and the fur coat only goes for like 4 or 5 at max. Travelers clothes, fur cloak on that's a little more. It's actually 10.
I'm leaving 15 gold. And
you took stuff for like 13-ish, so you're definitely paying that fine.
Oh, never mind. I did actually pick up 44 gold earlier.
Yeah, he is not going to have any issues with this. So, Storm,
Party fun.
You are in there. You find Auric already kind of there. He's in a good mood, that's for sure. So.
I immediately challenge him to a contest.
Okay. What's the bet?
Drink.
Free drinks. We'll have a drinking contest to pay for each other's drinks. Okay.
Loser pays. Oh, that's good.
Loser pays, and something else has to happen too. This is where I say, and gives the next 2 weeks' salary to the other person.
Ooh.
Me not having any salary. No, I'm not gonna do that. Sure. Let's just make it whoever loses pays for all the drink we drank.
Okay. Have you told him, by the way, that you need him to accompany you tomorrow to that? Because
No.
Okay, that's wonderful. So you're just gonna wake him up at the crest of dawn and be like, "Hey, by the way,
Yep.
I know you feel like shit, but we're going on
We're
an
both gonna
adventure."
feel like shit. Don't worry. We're both gonna feel like shit.
So you down the first glass of ale, and then the second, and then the third, and by then the Constitution saves are gonna have to start coming in.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good start.
19. Right.
As said, he's had a head start. He's a little bit doozy, but he's still standing up. Next one,
Damn.
drink number 4.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
geez.
Come on. Oh, 11.
It's hitting you. It's hitting him too.
We're basically
Next
equal
one?
by now.
That's the first
Oh,
one to
shit.
3 fails. You
No!
have 1 fail. You have
Another
2
11.
fails. He has 2 fails.
Yes.
3 fails. So you were barely on your legs. Oric. So
That's good.
you're barely on your legs. Oric, he's gonna pick up the 6th glass, and then he's just gonna keep on tilting backwards until he falls onto the ground. Just with a smile on his face, he's just like, and then number 6. As he just loses his center of gravity, falls all the way down.
I'm gonna take out his pouch of gold and
What
take
gold?
out as many. What gold?
He has 2 silvers and a button.
He thought he would win this.
He did. The barkeep, by the way, is going to point towards a mass of scrolls. This is for that gentleman. This is for that gentleman. And he's going to pull out a 12-foot long scroll. This is for Ordic. That's his tab.
Add whatever. Add another 12 to that.
217 tankards of ale.
This guy must be in a massive minus.
No, he paid it off last month. This is this month's.
It's
It's like the first week of the month.
it's barely into the month.
I'm going to find a blanket and just give him a blanket.
Basically, when Lord Cyril pays, he just gives Oric's payment straight to the inn. And then Oric gets whatever's left over, which is like, here you go, you got 17 copper. You know? So, no. Froze. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so...
Well, it's 8 o'clock and we're noticing it.
Yeah. Okay, so... You drink Oric under the table. But you're not feeling that good as well. Like, you're 1 drink away from hitting the ground.
After that, I'm going to continue drinking.
Are you
I'm
gonna
good.
sleep here, or are you gonna sleep back in the fort?
I'm gonna sleep right here.
You win by 2 minutes in 1 drink.
I'm gonna drink my next drink, slump down,
You land on top
take
of
the
Oric.
blanket from Oric. No, just nearby, take his blanket and drape it over myself, and then just fall asleep.
Some half elf is sitting next to my blanket. Okay, so you guys have all gone to sleep in well, wherever it fits you. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So you guys all went to
I
sleep?
do not sleep. Did I make any poison?
Sure.
Yes.
No, this was like, is there anything else we're gonna happen tonight, or do we move on to the morning?
I mean, I want to take the bit of the wyvern.
Yeah.
And start making a poison from that.
Okay. Okay, so Chris just has to bail for a few minutes in real life. He'll be right back. I mean, we are moving on to the morning. Do you guys want to go ahead and do, like, your full rest, refresh your health and spells? I'll go make, like, something to drink while we wait for Chris. It's fine with me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah?
I'm going to make some poisons.
You make poison,
Yeah,
and,
16?
yeah, I have to check up on wyvern poison, though, because it's, like, a really good one, isn't it?
It's super
Oh,
insane. It's going to take...
Yeah, you're not doing it in a
It's
night.
going to take a while to make, I think. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find any rules regarding making poisons.
There aren't really any.
I remember there was one that was like...
DMG.
Yeah, there's one that's like, it's a day for every 100 gold in its value or something.
Okay. Then this will take 12 days.
Yeah, there's like, it was, I don't remember if it was that, but I remember there was a rule of it's a day for so much of its gold value, and I think it was 100. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, 12 days for one person, that seems pretty reasonable. It's like the third best poison in the entire game, so yeah, 12 days is not absurd, is it? Assassin's Blood would take you a day or two. Yeah, okay, that seems fair to me. Okay, well, I'll go make something to drink, then I'll be right back myself, and then we'll move on to the next day, and you guys heading on to save the village.
Yes.
Yes.
I will entertain chat.
I'll post the village name there, by the way, because it's probably hard to remember. Bemril Dodge. Bemril Dodge.
What did I write down? I wrote down Bem Lodar with no H's.
Yeah.
And
which is
the H's, otherwise I would write
Dwarvish
on.
for the Earth Maw. I'll be right back.
The Earth Maw. So, guys, chat. What's up? I'm not. No. Sorry, Shad. That's gonna cost you. Oh, thank God Sky's back.
No, you have to dance.
No, he was telling you to dance.
I don't think anyone wants to see me dance.
Let's try this. 13.
Yeah, that's above average.
That was a wisdom save. I do not have to dance.
Actually, what's your wisdom modifier?
+1.
Impressive.
Oh wait, mine?
Yeah, yours.
Well, I'm sober, so let's go with +1.
Sure.
Wait, does D19 does work, doesn't it? Wow, Shad, that's pretty good. So let's go over our personality traits.
We'll have a lot of those.
Yeah. Oh man, I kind of wish that I would have gone to this thing, because my other personality trait is I'm a born gambler who can't resist taking a risk for a potential payoff.
Yeah, I was half expecting you to go there for that.
Yeah. But I really want to start working on this poison.
I mean, it's gonna pay off. That poison is crazy good.
Hmm.
How much does it? Actually, can I earn you
1,200 gold. So it'll take 12 days to make. So I'm just gonna write down.
Right.
I'm gonna add it to my inventory, and I'll, instead of the number that instead of the number, I'll just do 1 day. Instead of,
Yeah. Which reminds me, I should probably actually have find someone who can actually inspect the things we found. Because I've got like this scroll of, I can't read this, and I've got this stick, which I'm pretty sure has some magics in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know it's the wand of Fireball, and I really want my character to know that, cause
Yeah. I mean, because to activate a wand, do you just like point it at something? If you don't know what it does, can you activate it?
I don't know. Depends on if it has a command word or not. If it's like a lot of magic items, you just need to know the like activation word.
Mm-hmm.
But others do. Like for example, there's one of the warlock items that literally requires you to be a warlock to use it.
Right.
Or one of them requires you to have a like spellcasting modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Once?
Stick of truth.
Once?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I can check. So, what is required to use once? So.
Wow.
Hmm?
Specifically. The wand.
Well, the wand of fireball. That I don't know what does.
So an arc. Okay. Oh, it's an arcane focus. That makes sense. Okay. I mean, like wand of fireballs. Requires attunement by any spellcaster. That's it. It doesn't like say anything on wands. They require attunement. They have charges, and they disintegrate themselves if you roll a certain thing. That's pretty much it. So I think if you attune to it in your spellcaster, you can use it.
But will he know what it does?
Not
No,
until
I
he uses
have no
it.
way of finding out. I have no way of finding it out myself.
Yeah. So
Without-
he has to use
well-
it once.
Right.
So.
Just cast it on yourself.
Yeah. You know what? I'll try it on you. You know, it could be a healing stick, right?
Could be a stick of
But no,
superior
I
healing.
know the person who I took it from favored fire magic.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So
Yeah.
there is a certain. I mean, she was waving it around as she was casting.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's
Scorching Ray,
metagaming.
though.
I mean, hey, I stole this wand from a
Literally,
fire
one of my
sorcerer,
character's
Cobalt Dragon.
traits is that he's doesn't like to speak unless he has information about things and is always observing.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, I like to know my enemy's capabilities and weaknesses before rushing into
Right.
battle. I feel that's a very different approach from, every other character I usually make. Although, I've played a lot of cowards.
Yeah. Okay,
True.
so you guys got yourselves healed up. Not you, Malik.
I have not healed myself up, no.
And refresh spells and other abilities.
Oh yeah, refreshed all of my spells. My sneak attack is back to 100%.
Boy, 100%.
I mean,
A lot of sneak attack.
all it is.
Hit
Wait.
die go up or
By one.
round it up, round it down.
It's rounded down, so it's a minimum of 1. So if we're level 3, it goes up by 1.
Yeah.
Right?
thought-
Am I wrong?
I think that's right. That does
Mhm.
sound right.
So.
But yes, I think we can set off without Chris being here.
Well,
Wait a minute.
necessarily.
The player can decide to spend additional hit dice after each roll? I wish I would have known that. I wouldn't have used them all.
Right, yeah, that's one thing we weren't clear on last time. So we just said, well, fuck it, you have to declare, and we've always kept using that rule.
Yeah. Is that a Pathfinder thing? Like, where did I even learn how that was the thing?
Oh, we just made an assumption, like, way back when we started playing.
So,
yeah.
Uh.
Why are all of these not working?
that was very confusing.
Yeah, like all the images here just shuffled incorrectly.
Mm-hmm. So,
It's gonna be a little messed up. I'll open that one up. And then, so.
It's okay.
Roll20 doesn't really have a proper image thing. So I have to shuffle them and then it gets messy. Whatever. So, following morning. I got myself a brownie, by the way, so I'm going to be eating that. Following
Yeah.
morning, Storm is blackout drunk. Like, she is gone. She is shit-faced, okay? Yeah.
I'm worried.
You're not even sure she's alive.
Oh my god, she's
Separate page for
Assassins.
every background.
Malik.
Yep, 12 for today alone.
Malik, are you in the keep?
Yeah, I'd probably come down around, like, pretty early morning. I don't sleep that much either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will try to find you in a complete panic. Malik, where is she? Where is Storm? Was she assassinated? She must have been. That is the only explanation. We have to find her immediately. We have to find who did this, and we will fuck them up. I will
She
murder
went-
every single one of them.
You have checked the tavern?
No. And I run out the door.
The storm of yesterday has eased up slightly, the wind at least, but it's still pouring. So yeah. So the market, the square, the circle, the merchants are not there. It's still very early morning, so most people are kind of still blackout drunk. There's one dude out on the bridge. It's not Orik, but this guy looks absolutely fucking miserable. Guarding the bridge in the early morning shift. He's just kind of leaning up on his warhammer with the pole here.
As I kind of scamper past. Oh, I'm totally stealthing.
Good day,
So I
sir.
don't-
Welcome to Thornhold.
He totally sees me, and I'm embarrassed about that. So
You
I
slip.
just like,
Yeah.
He saw me. Oh no.
and I will run and I will burst into the tavern. Where is she?
You can see
Tell me
her.
who killed her.
She's on the
Oh.
floor with a blanket on her, sleeping.
Storm. Who did this?
Orik is under a bench.
dead. No.
Orik is under a bench. He's going to wake up as you scream, slam his head into the top of the bench, and then fall back down. What a thing to
See if I can
you.
determine with a 14, I will take her pulse.
Chris is not here. I can speak for. She'll try to slap you, I assume, having a blistering headache and someone trying to take her pulse.
Does she wake up?
Yeah, you don't have to take her pulse. She can hear her pulse. She can feel it. Oh, there's Chris. I saw a shadow move. Unless he's haunted, then
Yeah.
something else.
I'm actually in the mansion. Was there any staff or anyone there at all? No one.
No. Nope, he didn't want it.
Interesting.
Like, I mean, when people came to the town, you know, they would say it, but that's just for, like, upkeeping an image. So, Chris, Storm, Kretus is standing over you trying to wake you up. He firmly believes you have been assassinated and are dead. He's trying to take your pulse. You're on the floor of the tavern. You have a blistering, splitting headache, and he's trying to take your pulse, and he's screaming at you. He was down on his knees yelling, no, because he thought you'd been assassinated. So, go.
Luckily, I haven't had time to prepare my spells yet. So I have my spell slots, but I don't have any things. Oh my god, I could totally use my Thunder's Rebuke and just fucking smack you with Thunder. No, I'm going to stab you in the face.
That is.
That is hilarious.
Stab or
That is-
slap?
Slap.
I heard stab you in the face. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't have a.
She's not a hooker, Aaron.
You have a fork.
Um,
I by the
God
way, I
damn it.
prepped a sheet for her. I've given her a name because any NPC who does that deserves to be reoccurring.
Yes.
We'll see her again. Her name was Sally.
Oh, I can't wait.
But I'm gonna slap him. Don't be so damn loud, please.
can I try to dodge?
No, it was so you thought she was dead, so you were caught off guard and surprised. Surprise
Oh
round.
no.
Let me
Who
actually.
has done this to you? I will murder fuck their faces.
And I'm gonna pull out my rapier and my dagger. It's silvered. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm gonna
nice.
take out my tankard. This. Please don't stab it. It's my favorite
No.
tankard.
Bastard. Your own tankard betrayed you.
Have you never been drunk before?
I am 500 years old, little girl. Of course, I have been drunk before.
I wish this had
Oryx
been-
over under a bench. Hey.
Yesterday I challenged Oryx to a drinking duel.
Did we? I don't recall.
You don't. You're pretty sure that I've never been drunk before.
And I won. Then I celebrated with another drink.
Did you?
Yeah, and you paid for it all. Thanks.
I did. Where's my button?
Wait. You played the game of chance.
Of course
and
not.
won?
It wasn't a game of chance. It was my stomach against his, and I won.
Okay.
Every day, you impress me more and more with your beauty, your constitution, and just everything about you is just amazing.
Oric pukes.
I find something nearby and start eating.
Meanwhile,
I need to prepare my spell soon.
yeah, you need to do that. Malik, what are you doing?
Preparing for the trip. When he was saying 2 days, I was on foot, right?
Yeah, as well, you're like heading into the mountains, and the final stretch towards the village was like it was rough on horses at best. So he was, of course, meeting on foot. So.
Yes. Well. I mean, I'm basically just gonna find the others. Pretty hungry, but I feel I can go another day or two before things get critical.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, you guys
I'm gonna keep the fact that I was working on that poison all night kind of.
obviously.
Down low.
So you guys are gonna head out. Are you gonna tell? Are you actually gonna bring Oric along, or?
He's currently vomiting.
Yes.
I say, he seems a little not quite so stealthy
I'm
at the
fine.
moment. Maybe you just vomited all over the floor. What happens if you do that while we are trying to sneak our way past the guard?
I can make it sound like I am Boar. No one will know the difference.
What creature is this? Is that what they sound like?
That sounds quite convincing, actually.
He's still under a bench, by the way.
But on the off chance that they recognize it as a drunk dwarf, we might just need a map and some general information about the layout, and maybe a rough description of this. What was his name again?
Rag.
I don't remember.
He was a rag? Okay.
That was his name. The leader of the Stone Men. Rag.
I will remember it using a clever memory device.
Is it called your memory? That is what I use as well.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right then. Is it day now?
It's
I
early morning. It's dawn.
It's early morning.
Really fucking early.
was told that when you were above the surface, it was very evident that it was day because of the sun. But
It's
as
just
yet,
a
I am
faint
not very.
gloom.
Yeah.
It's very it's still quite bright out. I will admit.
I suppose we are fortunate that it is a storm. I do not see us traveling if there was bright sunlight out.
Well, I mean, it's bright sunlight above the clouds.
Yeah.
So, did you guys want to talk to Garcia, by the way, before you left or anything? I mean, you just told him you were
I
going to
would like to check to see if he's still alive.
He's still alive.
I mean, right, you meant Oric or Garcia?
Just is there anything you want to do in the village? The merchants have left.
I want a map and information about the town. That's
Yeah, that would
much it.
Oric. He can provide you with a map. So information on the
take it.
town. What do you want to ask him?
I'll quietly whisper over as he's handing the map over to Malik.
Do not give that to Storm. She likes to burn them.
I gathered as much. We took quite a detour, I'm pretty sure, in getting here.
Do we actually know where we are on a map now?
I mean, yeah, I assume so. Do you want me to move you guys over?
Is it a regional map or is it like the full-on like Sword Coast map?
It'd probably be a somewhat regional map. Yeah. Not the entire Sword
All right.
Coast, but like you guys are
Um,
in Thornhold
does it
there.
show any of the major cities or major landmarks on it? Say Waterdeep or the Sword Mountains.
The map you've gotten pretty much covers like all the way up to here, and then probably like almost down to Waterdeep. It's like a square that size.
All right.
So it'd be like you've got like that maybe of a map. So pretty small. Probably not that
I
far out
should-
into the ocean too.
I think
covering-
I've got a pretty good idea where we are now.
covering like little farms and not little farms, but most areas around there. So
From what I remember from our map, it shouldn't have even taken a single 10-day to get to where we were, and it took us months. So yes, I believe you are right. That it was quite a detour indeed.
Yes, well, it wasn't an easy walk either. Drow bandits and assassins every couple of days.
Those were just scouts doing their jobs, but okay.
Well, their job involved trying to kill us. That makes them assassins.
Well, I believe they were just going to take us back and put us back in the city.
You perhaps?
They had the same orders. Well, you may have become a slave or something. However, you look quite dead sometimes. I bet you could have gotten away.
he does look quite dead sometimes.
Also, you don't look so good. Are you, and I'll kind of look around. Thirsty?
Oric is gonna say no. Nope.
Well, the kobold yesterday, it was not very filling.
I was trying to be a little more subtle than the fact that you eat. So, I have an idea about that, but we can discuss later.
I mean, bandits are probably filling.
That is what I was hoping. A banquet just waiting to be had.
I like how you think. Let's go stab some people.
What are you guys talking about?
Stabbing, what?
Breakfast.
You want
should
some?
have some.
I'm gonna show them my plate of half-eaten food.
How the plate is it?
Misclick type.
Like this?
You wish to share your own meal with me? I am honored, but I
I mean, he was the one when I was hungry, so.
of course. Yeah, yes, I read too much into that. Yes, that is fine. I wasn't hungry anyways. I'll just eat my my oat bar.
Your oat bar.
Oh, it is very old. It is from the beginning of our travels. I forgot that I had it. It is great. Though. Thank you. Oh, chipped a tooth.
Okay.
We should probably head out. Maybe we can find some real food on the way.
You just eat a piece of wood.
It was basically cemented oatmeal.
Oh no.
Fuck me. How about handing out some inspiration for that oat bar? Yeah, sure. Fucking hell, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've decided that I don't know that you're a vampire yet, so,
I mean, I'm the only one who's tried to take his pulse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have
So
you noticed nibbling on people though?
No, I've been doing other things.
Mhm.
Conveniently doing other things every time you...
have you not noticed that Malik gives lethal hickeys? I mean, it's not subtle.
We don't speak robot, Aaron.
Ugh, Jesus. Okay. Anyways.
I
Out of my
try
list
not
of
to make a
languages.
big deal of it. I try to like be subtle about it. Try to not do it where the others can see it.
All right.
Right.
Not
I
something
mean,
myself.
there was that one time in the Underdark where I slit one of those drow scouts' throats, and it fell into your mouth.
Fell.
That wasn't the most subtle, but somehow Storm missed it.
Fell. Chris, by the way, heal yourself up, and all that jazz. Full rest. Okay. So, do you guys wish to head out then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'm gonna give the others their tents to carry.
I'm not carrying a tent.
Me neither.
Very well.
I'm in the upper world now. I'm gonna have open sky every day, even though I'm gonna be cold and wet.
Enjoy your...
I know a grand way of warming yourself up. If you
With a
ever
tent.
need company.
Do you have a map?
Nope, we were unable to acquire a map.
Aw.
I'm literally holding it.
What's that the way?
I should probably miss something while we're talking about maps. I can't actually read one,
Oh, I thought that was going to be something else. Confession.
so
I love you. Yes.
so that map didn't really help us at all.
Well,
Other
It-
than that one night it
I-
spent in a campfire.
I can read maps very well. It's one of my.
Scout.
Oh, you should have told me.
How? You. I. Assumption is that you can read the map, not the other way around. Why would I be carrying around a map if I'm unable to be reading it?
To give it to other people who can read them?
Wow, your imagination has no bounds.
Thanks.
If only I was 475 years younger.
Exactly.
So, let's make our way out there. Give me the map.
Okay. So
I'm gonna look at the map
you.
that I just said doesn't exist.
Right. Well, do you want to go ahead and give me a survival if you're going to be leading? Or finding the rough way. Okay. So, let's see now. You leave Thornhold and the Salt Fort behind, heading into the grasslands of rolling hills beyond. The wind of yesterday's storm has gone, but the rain has not. The sky is gray, the sun but a weak glow through the clouds, and a thick fog has covered the lands ahead. The Salt Fort quickly fades into the fog as you walk onwards. Cretus, you're pretty sure you know roughly the way. It's not like you're following huge roads and bridges. This is small little trails and shepherd's paths, that kind of thing, up and down hills through little marshes and valleys, little thickets of woods, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, so on your march, who is going to be doing the rolls for a lookout? Is there anything you guys wish to look for while you're marching? Just so I don't fast forward over the travel segment unless there's something you guys want to do.
I'll be keeping an eye out for scouts, basically.
Mhm.
I know what they look like.
Okay.
I mean, I would generally keep a lookout for anything that sticks out, really.
Mhm.
If it starts getting towards the time where we want to start, setting up to rest, want to start looking out for any if there's any farmhouse, anything of that nature.
Okay.
Cave entrances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm really looking for food, people.
Yeah.
No.
People that won't be missed.
Yes. Perception.
Perception. To look out for scouts?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for.
And you're looking for
Never
a
mind.
farmhouse.
He's looking for edibles. Potent potables.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, let's see then. dun. About halfway throughout the day, you will come across a lone shepherd and his herd and his loyal dog at his side. Up on the hillside, not too far away.
Okay. So, how do you want to do this? We can... If you approach him, I can sneak up behind him.
We're definitely killing this guy, by the way.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Could you just knock him out? He does not need to die. Also,
You want me... Okay, so... Oh, non-lethal. I've never really even thought about that before.
What about his dog?
Storm, do you like animals?
Depends on the animal.
Are you a dog person, perhaps?
What's a dog?
You see that over there? Oh, you're gonna love him.
Why am I gonna love him?
I like find a stick. Take this stick, wave it in front of him, and then throw it. You just trust me. You will love the reaction.
How far away are we from this person?
I'd say probably a good portion of 100, 120 feet.
I'm sorry. I take the stick. Hey! Hey! Yeah, the dog.
Make with disappearing.
Yep. So I'm gonna go up behind. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind
So
of go around hiding between trees and stuff. Oh, that's not great. But it's a shepherd.
Yeah, but with the distraction of Storm, you will be able to do it. So,
Unwittingly distracted.
yeah. And
So I'm
thank you for the
basically
follow
just
from
gonna-
Fenris Sulfur. Welcome to the table. Right?
I'm just gonna like sneak up behind the guy and bop him in the back of the head,
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
trying to go for non-lethal damage. What do I roll? for that?
Surprise! If you hit, it's an auto crit.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Oh,
advantage.
yeah. Oh my! I do have advantage. So I'm just gonna do my rapier attack. I'm assuming a 20 hits.
Yeah. No question about that.
Oh, but if it's an auto crit, I'm gonna do the actual
Hey,
auto
Tuna.
crit thing. So, whop. Why didn't it do it? Oh,
Well-
because I did the wrong thing.
Roll 2 damage and then
Oh,
add
fine.
critical sneak attack. It's faster. You just have to
28
remember.
damage.
You just have to
20
remember
28.
to remove 3 from one of them.
It's non-lethal, keep in mind.
It is non-lethal,
Yeah.
and I'm trying really hard to pull back my punch with the butt of the.
I have to refresh roll 20 by the way, so I'm not gonna be able to see.
Alright,
But
Okay.
but that is 8
non-lethal.
plus 4, 12, 25. 25 non-lethal, yeah, that's pretty good. Oh shit.
What? Why is it not 28?
Because you have to remove, on your critical, you don't add your ability score twice.
Oh, right.
When you roll twice,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. So you have to remove 3.
And actually, yeah, Tuna's right. It probably wouldn't be the full D8. It would probably just be a D4.
Probably. Okay, so how much did you do
Yeah.
in total?
$20.
20. Yeah. Considering it's
plus
a lowly,
modifier.
plus
Actually,
he's a lowly shepherd. I think it's reasonable to assume his HP is.
less than that.
You're good. You knock him out. So he's a lowly shepherd. We can assume that.
Oh, I may have done some permanent damage.
You knock him
But
out
that-
instantly. Yeah, just thwack. His
Ah,
dog.
don't worry. I will look after him.
His dog, not noticing it, running down the hill, gleefully wagging his tail towards Storm.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So
It is attacking her. I'm gonna get out my bow. Knock an arrow.
I feed.
I'm going to do what he said and just toss the stick. As far as I can.
okay. just toss it over some little hill or something, and the dog runs into a thicket to grab it.
Okay, good. I did not want to actually kill a dog.
No. Okay, so you've gotten to feed.
Tasted like mutton.
Sure you didn't, like, miss and hit a sheep?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He always has a sheep clad in commoner's clothing in case of vampires. He's actually
It's
butt naked
polymorph.
right now, crawling away over a ditch. He's like, yes, works every time. You just see a white ass just disappear over a hill. Yes.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm just gonna like quickly feed and then just kind of lay him into the bushes, just kind of like. So it looks. He might think he even just tripped or something, or like.
Yeah. Does he actually die
something,
from
but-
it, or is he still alive?
No, he takes 3 damage.
Okay.
And his max HP is reduced by 2.
Right.
That resets on a long rest.
Okay. So he'll just wake up and be, feel.
He's gonna
rather
feel
drained.
a bit drained, but yeah.
Literally.
Unless I reduce his max HP to 0, he doesn't die.
Do you want to loot him for anything, or are you guys gonna leave him with the
No.
decency of that? Yeah. Okay. So.
Boy, he's just gonna wake up and be like, enough.
I have a feeling that later on I might use this. Like, rumors have been spread about vampire attacks in the countryside. Eventually, we might have a group of paladins out here to
Later.
Yeah. Because I
So-
don't think people will be like, I got bitten and drained. I'm never gonna tell this to anyone. It's gonna spread.
Yeah.
They don't know who, but word will spread.
Later. We're the bad guys. We know.
I'm not. I'm just
You
unaware
don't know
of the
that
bad
you
things
are.
going
Is
on.
the only thing.
So you guys keep
You
on
just
walking.
assisted with the.
Yeah.
Does the dog come back? Or does it disappear
Well,
into
it goes
the bush?
and vanishes off. Yeah. You hear it later
Oh.
when you walk away. You hear its solemn howls of sorrow when it finds its master on the ground, behind you in the fog.
Before we leave, Storm, this man has fallen unconscious. Can you see if you can tend to his wounds a little bit to make sure that he's going to be okay?
His wounds? How did he got wounds?
I think a rogue branch may have fallen and smacked him in the back of the head.
Aren't we in the middle of a field?
Yeah. I mean, it's like that landscape there. You're like on a little crest of
Yeah.
hill or something.
What did you throw?
A branch. I didn't throw.
Whoa! They're all over the place.
Just patch him up.
Oh no! Maybe I hit him. I'm going to go and see if you have any benchmarks. I'm
My
gonna
God.
find the puncture wounds. I'm like, that's an odd branch, and I'm gonna have a small bandage just over there. Just he'll be fine. He's gonna wake up in a
The
couple hours.
weirdest. He's like, we're gonna wake up. He's bandaged and he's got like vampire bites. He's like, what the fuck?
And a huge lump on the back of his head. It's like raised up an inch and a half.
Did I get bit? Is that a band-aid? No idea what the fuck is going on.
Where's my dog?
Oh, my head hurts. Okay, so
Well, I think we're all feeling better about today. We should move on.
Yes.
Except for this guy's going to have a very rough day. But
He'll be alright. His sheep look very, very well kept. He must be doing good business.
okay, so let's see here then. So you guys head on then?
Yeah.
A little bit spoilerish, but passive perceptions of people, so I can have that now. I totally forgot to ask that.
14.
So Storm
13.
14, Malik
13.
13.
Not even proficient.
Okay, and Cretus.
13,
Okay.
because I'm proficient.
I'm also
Okay.
proficient.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
will all still be able to hear it though. It's been a few hours, but the rain has not weakened. Every drop contributing to the constant hum of downpour all around you. For hours, it is all you've heard, but a new sound breaks the drone of the rain. You've become so accustomed to the rain that the howl of a wolf sticks out like a war horn, as does the 2 answering howls that follow. They echo off the hills around you, providing no insight as to where in the fog the beasts are approaching from. But we roll initiative nonetheless.
Shit.
It would seem there is another.
You just erased all of us.
Yeah. Because would you guys prefer that we use? I put you over on a grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's no point rolling now because it's a different set of tokens on the different page.
Ah. Okay.
That's why.
Doesn't the tracker save it through between things?
Yeah,
I
if
thought
it does, but okay. Moving guys over. So here's what I've done. I just made this earlier today, just a canvas with a grid. Super
Yeah,
simple. Worst
that's
case
perfect.
scenario, I draw something on it. So
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna draw on a path or anything. Like I have a trail map.
That's pretty nice.
I have like a forest
Add
map.
things.
Yeah,
It's
I
just white for me.
I'm
Refreshing.
I have a forest map of like a trail,
I see that.
which is like nice in HD, but like I'm just too lazy to upload that right now. We're just gonna use this.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
But
But you have no idea where they're approaching from. You hear 3 howls, or 1 howl, and then 2 answers, but they're echoing off the hills around you, and you don't see anything in the fog, because you just got like this dense fog all around you. So we're rolling initiative, but you have no idea when or where they're going to go.
okay. Are we using the initiative that we rolled initially,
Yeah.
or
Nah,
is
we're just
this...
gonna...
Or, yeah, whatever. See how to add another token now?
Oh, but why did you delete me? I was deleted. What did I roll initially? 2. Oh,
2.
boy.
That's not downgrade.
Oh boy. We're gonna have some fun right here. That can only be done once a month, and then
No, and you had a 13.
No, I had a 12.
no, he had 11.
Oh, right. That was
11.
my initiative. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You
Uh,
rolled twice. Never mind. Yeah.
I rolled, and then he deleted everybody. And then I rolled again, and
Right.
then we moved it here. And then I rolled... Okay. So,
Yep.
we're all here.
Yep. Give me a second here, and I'll pop out some tokens then. So, you have no idea where they're
Never
approaching
really
from.
having seen a wolf before, I'm going to assume this is another shepherd with a bunch of dogs.
No. But, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I'll just pull out my dagger again. I am ready when you are.
Well, I don't know where they're coming from.
I could
Okay.
fix that on my turn. Gust of wind. If I wanted to use my second level spell to do that, though.
Be at the ready to
Got some-
strike. Wolves in these areas are no joke. I presume.
Did we not just throw a stick at one and it ran away?
A tiny
That was
little
a
mutt.
dog. A long distant relative from the wolf.
But-
He's
Just as fierce? I feel this will be easy. Do you think...
Wolves are the greatest plague to fear for the common man. Well, outside of true beasts and bandits.
We are no common Norman.
Okay. Malik,
you!
go first.
Yes, wolves aren't as scary as we thought.
Oh, they're so cute!
So, hey, James. Yes, Malik, what do you want to do?
Sword out.
Okay.
It's like fucking Wolverine claws all over again.
Takes an action to do that?
Yeah.
It takes an action to do that.
It should be bonus action.
It should be. Can I perception to pinpoint where it's coming from?
That's exactly what you're allowed to do. Go ahead.
And I shall do that. Alright, I need to change back to 13. That's my passive.
Okay.
How do we have an emote just for that sneezes?
You will pinpoint one of them, but the 2 others manage to hide from your gaze.
Behind us. Turn.
Which is also the one who's next up in initiative. So he goes
Wait,
now.
it's a dire wolf? supposed to be large. It's a direwolf. Just saying.
I know. The young pup charges forward towards you. It's a small direwolf, only a few months old, but it's still the size of an already normal wolf. So, it is definitely going to flare its teeth, though, and is going to charge ahead and attack. It doesn't get any advantage, because you're not surprised. Malik, I mean. But it's going to attack Kretus. So, it attempts to attack Kretus, hitting an AC of 7. So, it leaps, bites in the air in front of you. Yeah, just snarling as it does so. Its teeth are already red with blood. Blood covering its muzzle, covering its mouth.
There were plenty of sheep there, no worries.
No shepherd to guard them. Kretus, your turn.
He wouldn't have survived these wolves anyways.
True. So what I'm gonna do? Over there. Basically, I'm just gonna come around it like this,
Yeah?
and I'm assuming I can get into. Would I be in flank? Are we close enough that I could flank it? Okay.
You're a square from each other. This is a normal grid map.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that it was
It's a skill. Yeah.
like that. We were okay. So and then I have my dagger in my hand. Pull out my rapier as part of that. Stab. And stab.
You guys hearing music, by the way?
Yeah.
Thank God. You're gonna hit both of them. I really like this song.
Oh, with sneak attack? Sneak attack? It's a crit.
Tremendous
25.
blows as
It's a
you...
crit
Sneak
with
attack
a sneak
is a
attack.
crit. 25 plus 9 is 34 damage in one hit. I love being assassin.
The creature is going to howl in pain and slump over, practically lifeless, going to try and crawl away, but not be able to manage, and is going to very quickly bleed out on the ground in front of you.
Okay. And then I'll basically just say, I will be right back. I'm going to see if I can find the others. And let's
Perception.
see how much movement did I use. I can't really see what I can't really see. 30. And then I'm gonna hide as a bonus action.
Okay?
I don't have advantage, so it's
18.
that. And do I have enough to look around?
Yeah, you
See
can
if I
always
can
do a
find the
perception.
others.
It's always a free action.
Okay.
You don't see anything new either.
It's raining really hard.
Yep. Next up, this wolf is going to charge out of the fog and attack Storm, getting advantage on the attack. Hitting an AC of 23. Biting onto Storm's arm and tearing loose for 12 piercing damage. I need a strength saving throw.
Yes, and I wanted to roll a dexterity saving throw. For
Okay.
how much damage?
12.
Okay. As
Gets 7 on the dex save.
Okay. Fuck! It takes 5 lightning damage as a jolt of lightning just suddenly appears.
Okay. And then strength from you.
This guy's above. Shit.
It tries to pull you to the ground, tearing and pulling flesh off your arm, but is not able to do so. You're able to stand upright, but it does tear loose parts of your arm, causing you grievous pain.
Okay.
Next up, the other wolf is going to appear out of the fog. This one considerably larger. The 12-foot long, 8-foot high winter wolf with a pelt of pure white and eyes of icy blue is going to charge out from the fog.
By the way, I just remembered.
Yeah?
I have to use my bonus action to attack with my offhand, so I can't sneak or use.
It charges there and expels a breath of icy coldness. I need a dex save from Storm and Malek.
We both rolled 19s.
Okay, so you both got 19. You'll take half of the damage, which is 9 cold damage to the both of you, as the air around you freezes and any water particles freeze into crystals. So you're just instantly enveloped in a very localized blizzard. That's its turn. Storm, your turn. As the creature howls ice into your face.
Alright. I'm going to go here. Attack the wolf that attacked me.
Yep.
Let's see here. Hitting an AC of 12.
Now, its hide is too dense for that. Your bastard sword is not doing it any damage.
What under? I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
Do that.
Storm, you got this. You got this.
4.
Oh,
6.
nice. Max healing for 6.
Malik. Oh, sorry. Okay,
yeah, that's my turn.
Cursed beast. As I kind of like shrug some of the frost off myself, like go into like a more fighting stance, and I start kind of like to circle it, slowly observing its movement. At which point can I do let's do a nature check to see if I can.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks like a big wolf.
It is a big wolf. There's something magical about it, though. This is more than a creation of nature.
Cursed being, you deserve to be cursed. And I curse it with my Hexblade curse.
Nice. Cursed being, you deserve to be cursed, as you curse it with your... Okay, go ahead.
And as it is cursed, I am just going to use my sword, go in for the big swing. That's 22. There.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, without doubt.
So that's 28 damage. As I expend a spell slot to just put all this like energy into it, and as my sword cuts into it, just blood starts seeping out of it.
The creature is going to make a little yelp and turn back towards you. Your wound is not causing it anything other than rage, though. It's a minor flesh wound for this beast. Cretus?
My sword is magical, just FYI.
Yeah, I know. I just mean it has a lot more HP than 22. So it was just like, yeah. Cretus? Cretus?
Owen, you really need
Yeah.
to
I'm
react to other than
Are you searching something up?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Apparently, I can't use a rapier and a dagger at the same time.
No, it should be a short sword if you're doing the same.
There were short swords in the
Okay.
tower. I will let retcon say you grabbed one.
Or you had
Alright.
one.
Yeah,
I
I was
do
going
have-
to mention. I was going to mention it yesterday. I forgot.
Those are 1d6, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
slashing instead of piercing.
Yep. I'll just change that real quick. Okay. So, thank you, chat, for that.
Epic
then
combat
I will go
moment. While the music's just
Yep.
done while you're searching up. Go ahead. Kill
Let's
this guy.
see. I see Malik being attacked by a very large wolf, but I also see
Storm losing her arm.
my
to
love.
him.
I'm
Losing
gonna run
my
in
arm.
and slashy. It's still
Flanking.
called a rapier, but it's not.
Yeah, okay. Crit. You're hitting both attacks.
Oh, that's not a nat 20. So, oh
Oh.
crap.
We were hitting both attacks nonetheless.
Okay. Okay. So then it is,
That's not 20.
and then sneak
Look at
attack.
up here.
Oh, that wasn't a nat 20. God damn it. Okay. So that instead it will be. That's a lot of damage.
So how much damage?
I've already got it. That much. 22.
Yeah, the creature is going to not even be able to make a sound. Falls to the ground in a bleeding heap of fur.
And I will just say, how dare you attack my love, you bastard. I will kill you all.
Winterwolf. The Winterwolf turns around.
Again?
Okay. And it goes. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. Tries to bite on to Malik. So, hitting ACs 9 and 22.
22 hits.
You take 12 piercing damage, and I need a strength save. It crushes onto your... It basically bites here. Like, just, it's, you know, it's front of its jaw on your chest, the back of its jaw on your back, and it just shreds you.
Oh.
You are barely able to not be pushed to the ground.
That's a good roll.
Considering my -2.
Mm-hmm.
Malik is not looking good. This thing is chomping down on her.
I'm gonna come and flank it,
Yep.
and I'm going to, let's see here. Attack it with my bastard sword.
You're technically not flanking from there.
Right.
Yes, I am.
Now, when it comes to
No.
large creatures, you have to be mirrored, so you have to be there.
There.
It's
Yeah.
like mirrored on it.
Okay, then I'm there.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
it's just
weird.
difference.
I never take into
Big difference.
consideration.
5 feet
But-
of movement.
You hit
Yeah.
both of those attacks.
20. No, it's just one attack.
Just
but-
one, okay.
So, 6 slashing, and I'm going to use my bonus action to Healing Word. Keep
Okay.
fighting! Malik, keep fighting! She has a very strong, resonating voice in
Mhm.
combat.
Okay.
Heal for 5.
Yes, heal for 5.
Malik? You feel rejuvenated?
I feel slightly rejuvenated, yes. And I'm just gonna push the sword into the creature. I mean, it's right on top of me. Again, just trying to get cut as deep as I can.
Okay. Without a doubt. You're gonna be able to pierce the creature's tough hide.
Yes. Spend another spell slot.
That's not advantage.
29 damage, and I'm out.
Oh,
Guess
jeez.
crit. In case crit, you could have rolled again for advantage.
Oh yeah,
Yes, crit.
actually.
Just
Oh,
check
that
in
is
case.
actually. I'm just gonna.
Just in case.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The creature is barely standing. Cretus.
You are so brave. You are so amazing. I've never seen you fight this well.
Thank you.
I mean, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking
Dagger
to.
hits.
The dagger hits.
Mhm.
Yay! I still get to
A
attack though.
sneak attack.
9.
That's so close.
I'm a little distracted by the glorious fighting and multitasking while healing and doing all these crazy different things. I've never seen someone so competent in battle.
Yep. It is barely standing and is currently biting down on Malik. It will continue to do so. Chomping down, AC 18,
It's
10 more piercing damage. And I need a strength save.
Oh no.
You're not able... The creature shoves you to the ground and deals an extra 10 piercing damage as it begins to rip you apart. Goring you and tearing out your entrails, spreading them out on the muddy ground around you. Snarling
I mean,
as it
yeah.
does so, the last essence of its life force used to disembowel you
Luckily,
with
you
its
have 1
fangs.
hit point left, so you don't take
Yeah.
2 death saves.
Uses its last breath to disembowel you. Storm?
I'm going to run around. You're not dead yet. Keep fighting. As I bonus action healing word for on Malik, I keep you standing, and then I'm going to use my action to not cancel my attack, but attack it.
And you
I
have flanking.
advantage. Okay,
You hit with 20.
max damage, max damage, max damage. No, 4 slashing damage. Shit.
I was very literal when I said that the wolf uses its last breath to disembowel Malik because it had 3 HP left. And you're able to bring it down. After it's torn Malik apart, you stab it and it falls over, twitching, trying to eat into Malik, but its life pours out of it.
wait. Why did my health go up?
How did the battle map work?
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Yep.
pretty much all we needed for like
Okay.
the. Yeah.
So Malik, you were just this thing pulled out your entrails and spread them around you.
Foul beast, and I slide my sword into it again, and the blood drains onto the sword into my veins as I heal for 8 as the cursed target dies.
Nice.
Wait, it's not a concentration?
I checked. I just checked.
Okay. That's cool.
Just lasts for a minute.
So, it seems you were right, Malik, when you said that these wolves are the terror of the local peasants. I mean, this winter wolf would lay waste to an entire household of people. No resistance.
Not quite what I expected, but nevertheless.
I have never seen such a beast before. He was quite larger than that other wolf that we saw that was with that man. Perhaps we could harvest something from it. I'm not sure what it has, but I would like to-
fur.
It seemed to have some sort of a cooling breath. I would like to see if I can remove that and see what I can do with it.
Make an ice bomb.
Probably not,
might
because
guess.
it literally is a spell. Just like out of character. The ice breath is
Right.
a magical ability, just like Dragon's Fire. It's not a poison
Sure.
or anything that you can pull. It's literally a supernatural ability. But fur, yes, they are immune to cold damage. Their fur, you're feeling on it's just super dense, super warm, and even after the creature's long since dead, this fur is just insulating it perfectly. So
All of the wolves, or just the big one?
just the big one.
Okay.
So you're pretty sure that if it was to snow, the snow would not melt if it landed on the wolf. That's how well insulated this fur is. Their body heat doesn't reach the snow on top of them. So it would
Okay.
definitely make a great warming cloak. So you can go ahead and skin it with this survival check if you want.
I mean, yeah, why not? I can
Yep.
do that. Do
You're
I
gonna
have the
heal
highest
my-
survival? Probably not.
I'm
I don't have advantage.
We're tied for plus 3.
13.
Yeah, well, Cretus already began, so Cretus does it. Cretus, you skin. I've worked on a material system now. So Cretus, you're able to get basically two units of Winter Wolf pelt. Okay, a unit is an arbitrary amount. It can specify pounds or can specify cubic feet, etc., etc. And when you're gonna craft items, like I want to make a cloak, I'm like, yeah, a cloak is 1 unit of Winter Wolf. You know, I just simplify it like that. So you get 2 units.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Simple.
Wolf felt.
Same thing with meat and fangs and blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So while I'm tearing it apart, Storm, where did you learn how to fight? You're so young, but still so good at fighting. I've never seen anything quite like that. That is quite a long sword you have there.
well, I trained in the temple for about a while.
With clerics, they taught you how to use a sword and say things and make people feel better.
That's what we do.
I have never been to one of. I mean, of course, being such a strong believer in Illustree, I have been to the temple many times. I just have never seen anyone training like that. It's been.
No, I didn't originally train in the Temple of Elist, because there, as you should know, there is no Underdark temples of her.
Oh, of course there aren't. I totally knew that. But it was
No,
the
I-
temple of.
Loth. I trained there.
Loth. Yes, so naturally, Loth. Yes,
really?
I knew that.
I trained there for a while, until I found out that she wasn't the only goddess. So I chose
Oh,
different
there are
things.
many. Trust me.
As a drow, there are not that many, but
It's like
in the
the
Underdark,
one.
In the
no,
Underdark.
like
Oh,
in
drow,
that specific city
specifically.
for a drow.
Oh, in that.
It's
Yeah.
basically just Lol that you get to know
Yeah.
of. Everything else is unimportant. But I found out something else. So yeah, I learned to train from the best.
It seems they have taught you well.
By the way, I have 29 different holy symbols on me.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
How are you not encumbered?
Because they're all
Pretty much.
trinkets. Like,
Yeah,
so,
I
one of them
know.
is just like a symbol on my arm, and, it's just
Yeah.
little no-weight items.
I was just picturing you like with 20 necklace.
20 necklaces.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, what's that movie?
the
Okay.
mummy.
Was it the Mummy where he pulls
yeah.
out all the different ones and then
He pulls
yeah,
out all the different ones. Yeah,
That's
I know
almost
where you got
exactly
that
what
from.
it's like. Yeah.
It's like, so, 20 different. He just fumbles with them until he finds the right one. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not suspicious at all. Like, I am a devout man. Nope. Going
He
through
literally
all...
stands in front of a mummy, trying to save his life.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And get the right symbol that he's like, you're a worshiper. He's like, yeah, totally. He's lying though.
Right.
But like,
Mhm.
totally. Mhm.
But
yeah.
the Mummy has a wisdom of like 3, so.
Okay, so
Exactly.
after the fight with the Winter Wolf, what do you guys wish to do now? You just gonna head on after you've gathered the pelt?
Rest, perhaps, just a bit.
So,
You do that. I will work on this pelt a little.
Yes.
I'll basically like scrape off all the skin and stuff and get it
Well,
ready.
you need the rest of it. I was thinking of maybe leaving behind a bit of a display. So people know the wolf is gone and must no longer fear it.
I mean,
like, put it on a
Why'd you
the
spike.
fact that there are no more attacks by this wolf will probably be good enough.
Is there like
Sorry. Yeah.
somewhere
Is there
or-
what?
like a larger rock, something like a bit flat?
Yeah, sure. Without a doubt. I mean, you're like in like a
Um,
rocky landscape with hills and...
Yeah, like I would like to cut off the head of the large wolf, which is not, like has been skinned.
Yeah.
Literally just put it on top, maybe like drag the pups next to it, and just carve into the rock. Like spend a little bit of time and carving in a half crescent moon with an M in it.
Okay.
My family's house symbol.
I thought it was just M for moon.
Half moon. Oh no, he made moon. Shit.
Okay, so you do that then?
I made the red and red before. I'm very creative with guild names.
Malik, you were also on the lookout earlier for some farms, and as you put up the wolf head there and just head on a little bit, evening begins to approach. And you guys are going to come across a wooden signpost. It's covered in moss and mud, having fallen over in the storm, but the name White Stag Farm is still readable, as is the arrow pointing down to the lowlands in the distance. You can see a faint glow, barely in the dark fog. And you do know that if you don't find shelter for the night, this rain will surely bring with it a cough that will rot your lungs out.
Not want, but
It's almost as if I write this for flavor.
It requires you to actually use your lungs.
Yeah. So,
basically like finish up carving the M and then like look out.
Yeah.
There seems to be a farmhouse ahead. Perhaps we could find some shelter there. It is pouring down again, and I do believe it will get worse as the night progresses.
Do you think this tastes good? I'm gonna cut a couple of steaks. The Winter Wolf.
I did decide to read up a little bit. Wolves, panthers, those kind of predators generally have very little meat on them. It's just muscle and tendons. They make for very bad eating.
Entrails. That's pretty much the only thing
Yeah.
you can reliably
They don't
eat.
have fat on them because they don't store anything. They eat on a day-to-day
You
basis.
say this,
No, I was reading up on it.
but I know we can eat meat.
Probably
Yeah.
get a little.
You
It's-
can. It's just not going to be.
It's
gonna be very.
it's
It's
not
good.
it's not like a steak. You're not gonna get like a steak out of it. Like you'll get meat, but it's not, it's not marbled and all
I
that kind
know
of
what
stuff that
you-
you get from a good mutton. It's dense and yeah. Okay, but yes, you do find a signpost to the White Stag Farm in the distance. You can see the farmhouse
I
not too
will-
far off.
I will approach stealthily.
Okay, so
I'm gonna hand over the wolf pelts over to Mal. No, I'll carry him with me. That's why I rolled in that one. Is because I've got this big bundle of wolf
White
skin.
fur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like bright white fur.
okay, so you get a nat 1 on your stealth roll.
Maybe. I mean, it's still a 6 because of 5e rules.
He begins to stealth downhill towards the farm, and there's a quick slip, and he is sliding down the muddy hillside towards the farm. So,
Or fur coat.
muddy and shit.
Slowly follow after.
Okay, so White Stag Farm is a simple homestead settled on the bank of a small stream. The house is a mix of wooden materials. The windows seem to be from old wagons. The door is from the hull of a rowboat, and the wall is a mix of planks, logs, driftwood, and bark. The roof is dried thatch and mud, and the rain does actually pour off of it, so it does seem waterproof. The shutters of the windows are closed, but light can be seen inside. And hanging over the door is a massive elk skull with antlers nearly 12 feet wide, burlap stretched between, providing an eave from the rain. The elk must surely have been larger than a warhorse when it lived.
Impressive.
That's like a 3-meter wide elk skull, a dire elk.
Yeah.
So, like,
Some
huge
sort
thing.
of grand hunter lives here. He's definitely not a house builder, because, well, this place looks like crap. Makes
Perhaps
things
don't
out of
mention
wood.
that to his face. If we do
Well-
in fact meet him.
Has its charm.
But,
Really?
so, my question
Yes,
is,
a charm would help with the place. Make it a lot prettier.
how do we approach him? Are we to,
We knock on the door.
but then he'll know we are here.
That's the point.
But if we're going to kill him and take out of his...
Why would we kill a man that lives in a house like? I meant really. Why
Why-
would you kill anyone?
I'm sorry, I do not understand the question.
Follow my lead.
Of course.
Also, it is
Gotta
like
go and
late
knock on the
night.
door.
So that image
Yeah.
is like midday, but picture that like late evening.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
With
to
rain
knock on the
still.
door.
oh
I
yeah,
presume.
and fog, and just you're seeing like 10 feet ahead maybe. So you go and knock on the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna knock on the door, and a few moments later, an elderly man opens it. Evening, my lords. What brings you here?
All he sees is just white fur on me.
We're looking for shelter for the night.
So, let's see here. Forgot to describe him. He's got salt and pepper hair and beard. Surprisingly well trimmed. He's wearing linen clothing with a fur cloak around him, a hunting dagger at his hip, and a wooden leather eye patch over his right eye. So.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay, so he's going to kind of step back from the door into his house and allow you guys to enter in. The inside of the homestead is simple. There's a fire pit in the middle that heats and illuminates the interior, surrounded by benches and stools. The roof is 2 stories tall, but there is no second floor. Above the rafters hang hams and fish being smoked by the fire. The floor is packed dirt with fresh dry hay on top, and there are beds on the walls around the windows. There are 3 beds. An older woman laying in one, a young boy sitting around the fire, accompanied by a fox. Both of the old woman and the boy are looking worryingly at the man who let you in. Let's be honest here. You're here for me, aren't you? You're not there. You're not here for them. Do with me what you want, but let them go. They had no part in my past. They shouldn't pay for it. He's gonna pull out his dagger, but drop it to the ground. Did I lag up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Is this Rag?
More importantly, who do you think we are?
Well, you're Drow. You're here to avenge your brothers from the war. You're here to kill me. You took my eye all those years ago, and now you're gonna take the rest of me.
If you had met me long ago, you would be dead, not eyeless. As far as I know, you have not killed anybody I know personally.
I think you're a little confused.
Yes. You must be. This young lady is but 25 years old, if I may. Or winters old.
Yeah,
She has
there's
not
no-
fought in any wars.
I've seen magics do far, well, more complicated things. I've seen a man turn into a wolf in front of my eyes. A person who looked like he was born yesterday but was over 1,000 years old. It's not too outlandish to think that you're using something to keep those youthful looks.
Indeed.
Um,
Watch this.
And I'm gonna set down the huge bolts of wolf pelt.
I'm gonna. We draw no many magics.
And then just like 4 dancing lights will just pop up and start spinning around.
So you're not from the Sons of Shadows.
The sun.
I don't-
No.
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 There haven't
We are
been
from-
dark elves in these parts in a long time.
Just a question. You said you fought in the wars. Aren't you like really old then?
The wars may have ended hundreds of years ago, but there's still been feuds between the houses of it. It still continues to
Right,
this
right.
day. It's never properly over.
Okay, but so since you apparently fought Dark Elves, what led you to believe that we would knock on your door first?
Recently, there's been reports of people being killed by these Sons of Shadows. Some kind of vigilante guild who believe the Drow should have won the war. Going around killing those responsible for making that not happen. I can only assume. I haven't seen a dark elf in these parts since the wars, and now you suddenly appear on my door in the middle of the night. I expected the worst.
Yeah, because it's raining outside.
Oh, damn right.
It's wet. And it's almost night. So, instead of us just standing here and being wet, could we get shelter here for the night, or do we have to move on?
Now, if you're true to your word, and you have no grudge to me, and I have no grudge to you, then, you can share our fire for the night.
Thank you.
In Drow Sign Language, I will sign over to Storm.
Technically, if we are at war, we should probably kill them all.
I'm going to sign back. Technically, you're an idiot. So no.
He will pick up his dagger, though. Having fought as a soldier in the ranks against Drow, he does in fact understand a few words of Drow Sign Language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he picks up his dagger. What now?
What are you talking about?
I
I understand the word war, and I
I
understood
am-
the word kill. It's enough for me to make an
Nobody
assumption.
said anything. What are you referencing?
Just hand
he asked
movements.
if he should kill you. I said no.
Look. I may have fought in that Cormanther war, okay? I fought for what I thought was right, and I fought your kind. It was chaos. You know, most people think of wars as a battle between two sides, but that war had dozens. Some sides fought for and others against. There were no winners. It's just those who endured it. I've not seen Dark Elves here since the battlefields, but I hold no grudges towards them, okay?
Yeah,
You
listen,
have no need to kill me.
I don't care. Okay? I just want to dry my hair. Please.
Which does go past her knees, by the way.
Which is like 4 feet
Jesus.
tall. And I'm 4'10", and my hair is like 4 feet long.
Well,
Please, let me just...
you can share our fire, but I'm afraid we don't have the ability to be charitable, if you understand what I mean. When it comes to food, anything of the sort, we live day to day out here.
Do not
got this
worry.
wolf meat.
I have two things in
already
excess:
ate.
heat and space, so you can sleep here. But that's that. That's it. The name's Garellon, by the way.
Gabriel, as like with a G.
Sorry, I misspoke that. Girion.
Oh.
And he's gonna point. That there is my wife Mirella and my son Fredrin. Girion is a male half-elf, wife human, and son also male half-elf, obviously. Probably like a quarter elf because he's the son of a human and a half-elf, but still. Very little elvish features in the son Fredrin.
Gonna wave in.
Tell me, Grand Hunter, this large animal with the things. Did you slay that yourself?
That would be my grandfather, a dire elk.
Your grandfather is a dire elk?
No. The dire elk were rode into battle by the wood elves in the Cormanther Wars. My grandfather shoved a spear through its face as it rode towards him. Its rider was flung into a tree and snapped into pieces. He kept the skull as a memory.
That is a good memory then. Tell me, Do you know of a large wolf in these areas?
Winter wolves? Yeah, there's
Yes.
many. There's not one. There's dozens of them at
Ah.
least. They head southward during this time. After the thaw.
Well, there is one fewer.
Oh, I'm thankful about that. Say, you've been on the road all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't happened to seen a shepherd, my oldest son. He hasn't come home.
Nope.
No, we saw a
Nope.
a group of
Nope.
sheep. Maybe he was just taking the piss while we passed through.
Well, there are times when he wanders so far he has to stay out there overnight, but tonight's not a night I'd want them out there. His wife, though, is just gonna be like, "You worry too much. He'll be fine. He's quite the man. He can
Worry too
handle
much, he'll
himself."
be fine. Yep.
Um,
Alright. He'll be dead.
Oh, and if we did see such a man, we definitely would not kill him.
That's an odd thing to say.
He is a
Says
very odd
many
uh,
person.
odd things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy, this is some tension in this house. It's gonna be a long night.
While we're here, Malik, please just let us find our place in this abode and
I'll-
sit down for a second.
I would like to point out that the fact that there are obviously 3 people hanging from the tree in that image is something I just noticed and is not at all relevant to the actual case. Because I did not
I was
see
gonna
that.
ask, but I figured.
I had no idea. I did not see that when I
Wow.
chose the image earlier. So there are not 3
Malik,
people hanging outside
you're
the
at full
farm.
HP.
I'm at full
Wow.
HP.
18.
Just look out the window and be like, oh yeah.
Oh,
the,
those,
last the last guests. Please,
Yeah.
share fire.
Wouldn't that be a twist?
Cannibals, like out in
Dude,
the
that would be a fucking good twist.
Yeah, which
Stop.
incidentally, on that note, once we sit down like in our corner and like she's like Storm is laying like hands on me, fixing up some of the wolf bites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just gonna sit and kind of just look at the like just stare him down basically, and kind of like try to get a bit of a sense of
Girion
if we're in
or
any danger.
his son?
Well, all of them really.
Because Girion was... Yeah, Girion's going to sit around the fire with his son Fredrin and the fox. The son has a fox on his side. So...
Actually,
with an 18 of insight, I would describe Girion as distrusting, but he's not going to engage you. He's not going to kill you in your sleep. He's worried that you'll do the same to him. That's all he's worried about. He has no grudges. He's not going to strike first, but he will definitely try and strike second if anything were to happen. That's pretty much it.
yeah, one of. I think we should be good guests and perhaps engage in some conversation.
Yeah. Also, with the 18 of insight, he's a little bit on edge. Not because of you guys, though. It's probably because of his son.
Son, yeah.
So, yeah. That's why he's a little bit on edge.
So.
Because you also told him you saw a winter wolf, so he's kind of freaking out right now. It's a storm out. His son's
we
gone.
killed it.
Yeah,
We killed it.
but he's worried that it found
And-
his son first. I assume you don't
It
tell him it
did.
was covered in blood. Yeah.
Wants to play cards?
I was just about to say.
I'm not a gambling man.
What?
We don't.
That doesn't make any sense. Sit down, sit down. We will teach you how to gamble.
The gods frown upon
If
such
you're-
things.
If your son is going to join in, we won't gamble. I know a game that all of us can play.
A friendly family game, I'm sure.
Well, me and my son will
I'm not
join
gonna
you.
tell the name of it.
I'm afraid my wife is... She's gonna stay in bed. She's been with a fever for the past days. So we'll keep it down, but we'll play your card game, sure.
Really? Fever.
She was bit by some bug, small creature.
Did you slay this bug?
May I check on her?
It was, what is the English word for it again? Tick. She was bit by a tick out in the woods, and then she's had a fever the past days.
Lyme disease, man.
So,
May I check on her?
he is extremely distrusting, but he'll give you a small nod.
keep an eye out. I'm going
He
to
is
leave
one
my
of the
shield and
greatest
sword.
healers of our time.
I'm going to leave my shield and sword like.
Yeah,
on
he's
the
not
other
afraid of
end
the
the-
weapons. He's afraid of. He knows what Drow can do. He's fought them in battle. He's afraid of poisons.
Hey man, look at while I'm poisoning your wife.
It's not winter death. It's early summer. It's actually early spring.
So, as I get closer, I'm going to see if I can visibly see what might ail her.
Okay.
You know,
Mm,
do the whole doctor thing, like check the throat, eyes, you know,
Yes.
Kind of a flashlight.
dancing light.
bit of a
Slowly.
peculiar case. She's been bitten by a tick, which had previously bitten an undead creature, giving her a small dosage of, if I'm not mistaken, it's rot grub fever is what the name of it is in 5e. Basically, she got some undead blood in her own bloodstream, and it's giving her quite a nasty fever. She's got sepsis, basically, a blood infection, but an undead one in
Okay.
origin. Normal herbs might not be so effective, but holy magic might.
Yeah, which is why I always prepare lesser restoration.
That also implies there are undead nearby, because that tick had to be able to make it from that undead creature to her.
Yeah.
Lesser restoration, sure. You use that, and you will be able to cure the disease. So, shut up, Skype.
Would hope.
Oh. So, let's see. One disease or condition. Okay, I thought it was only conditions.
No, disease or condition.
Okay, yeah. The fever from it is going to be lasting, but the source of it is now gone. You're certain of that, at least. And she should recover within a day or two.
Okay.
But at the moment, she doesn't feel any better or any worse.
Right.
Yeah.
At least after casting the spell, I'm gonna turn to him. Well, I've done what I can. We'll see if she gets any better in the morning.
What god did you pray to? I notice chanting when I see it, but I didn't recognize the words. Who do you worship, Dark Elf? I want to know what deity is responsible for healing my wife, or cursing her, come morning.
The Dark Maiden. It's such not a good name for
No,
a
for
good deity.
sure. Wait, who is it actually? Lolth?
She's
Illustrate.
no, it's
Oh.
Alistair. She's a chaotic good deity.
Yeah.
But it's not a good name for a good
No, it's not.
deity.
But he does know the Drow gods, so he's
Yeah.
going to let out a sigh of relief. The fact that he didn't
Yeah.
hear, one of the other Drow deities like Lolth or I forget the name of the other one.
Doesn't matter.
The
who
Ooze
else.
one,
They're
or
all
anyway,
bad.
yeah. So,
They're all bad.
thank you.
They're all bad.
Yeah, there's one good.
Bayron.
He's gonna look around and be like, now that I think about it, though, maybe I have more than just heat and space in excess. And he's gonna pull out a small casket of Tracosian wine from under a bed.
Why?
Not any wine, Tracosian wine of the Sapphire Isles.
I don't know what that means, but it's wine. And I'm somewhat an alcoholic.
This casket, mind you, is like this big. This is... Oh. There we go. Casket of wine is like this big. It's like a gallon of wine. Maybe not. It's a very small thing of wine. Very expensive wine.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Are you okay? You're like a kid on Christmas.
That's exactly.
Okay.
Yes?
That's the point.
Okay.
You don't remember my personality trait?
No? What was your personality trait? Alcoholic?
The wanting to try new.
Innocent
that
childlike.
I find the eating habits of those around me
Oh,
fascinating,
shit.
confusing, and revolting. my
Fascinating
main
and
personal-
revolting. Okay.
Like, it's just. What is this?
Wine.
I need it. I need it.
Okay, so...
I'm gonna prepare an action to grab anything that he hands her and taste it first. Just make sure it's not poison.
He'll hand out small cups of carved wood. each of them not bigger than a fist, basically. And is going to pour everyone some wine.
This is like super strong.
He puts about that much wine in every cup, and then fills it with water. Basically, it's concentrated to such a degree you don't drink it straight out of the casket. You dilute it with water, and then it turns into wine. If you try drinking it straight up, it's just so dense. It's like syrup, basically, is what it is.
Knowing that he
Is-
wouldn't just admit to it, I'm not going to ask him if he's poisoned it. But I saw him pour something else into the wine.
Yeah, he takes
So
off
I'm
some
very
boiling.
wary.
He takes off some boiling water from the fire and fills up the cup. So it's 3/3 water, 1/3 of the condensed grape. It's not actually grape. It's actually island cherry, is what it is.
That is a strange way to brew
Hot wine.
wine.
It's very hot and very warming.
We had something similar where I come from. Although only during Midsummer Eve's festivals. It is rare to find something like this far north. Or
Well, or you might not live in the north, but we do live in the wetlands, so you can need some warm in here too. Not only them northerners. Wet's a type of cold.
truly.
They like to brag on and on about their wastes and their glaciers and their snowstorms. Have you ever been in rain all year? It's a lot more miserable than some snow. You try going around be
Truly.
cold all day, or you can try going around be cold and soggy all day. We actually have it worse than them northerners. Drink your hot wine.
No, I haven't actually.
Why are you so interested in me having this?
If you don't want it, I'll have an extra glass. I'm pretty damn cold.
I'll drink the wine.
Me too.
He's not poisoned it. The fuck would he get poisoned?
I'm not drinking it though. I'm just gonna give it back to him.
Okay.
Oh, if you're not drinking it, I'm gonna drink that too.
His son is also
Oh,
going to have
good.
some, but very little. So. Even the fox will actually have a tiny lick. And then proceeds to sit with his tongue out the rest of the 20 minutes. Just...
They share it.
Well, about that card game, Storm, why don't you teach us?
Ah, here. Use my cards.
No, we use mine.
No. Please,
Yes, we
I
do.
insist. They're very special to me.
It's my game, my cards.
Ah, very well then. If you insist.
So that you can cheat. But I can. No, I don't know that your cards are things, but I use my cards. Okay, so they're all picture cards,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not like regular. No, it's not numbers and stuff. They're all
Mhm.
pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a name on them. And basically, what's the game called? Is it called Crowns? Really? It's basically a stylized version of blackjack, let's say, where you're supposed to get a set number, but too high you lose, too low you lose, basically. And I'm gonna start dealing.
Okay.
Let's play.
So,
What are the stakes?
I don't think Malik wants to play for stakes. Being a vampire and all that.
If it is bloody enough.
He
I
said,
like it quite raw.
he said no gambling though.
What is
It's
the
because
point
he's-
of just giving cards and saying, hey, you have gained nothing. Hey, you have lost
Time?
nothing.
Passing of
That
time?
seems-
Pass time.
we want to pass time, we should be sharpening our daggers and our swords and preparing for our journey.
You're very welcome to do so, but the rest of us will enjoy each other's company and play
Okay.
a fine game.
I'm gonna go and grab my sword. Here's my sword.
You gonna have him sharpened.
Of course. Mistress, I will just be over in the corner there, watching you.
Yeah, tell me how to join in. You playing cards?
If you would like to gamble, I will join. But if it is just distributing cards and then collecting the cards again, I see no point in that.
Wow.
You don't
I'm
often
gonna
see a
roll my-
drow with a squire.
No.
A 500-year-old squire too. You know.
Oh, that's such a bad. I don't win. I don't win that game.
I might.
So,
It's 5.
you guys play some cards about an hour into the night, and then there's a sharp knock on the door. A very sharp one. It sounds like it was done with the pommel of a blade. Sorry, did I stutter? Yeah.
Okay.
A sharp knock on the door. Very sharp, as it was done with the pommel of a blade or an axe or some weapon. Just a hard one. And a voice beyond it. Garion! Garion, open up! Garion is not looking like he wants to open up. He is going to have his son go under the bed, and his wife basically just stay on the covers, and then walk over and open up the door.
Actually,
Yeah.
I want to hold him down.
Okay?
Who is that?
Some bastards who now they say they rule this area. Fuck the Salt Lord and all that. They come here to take in their taxes from me. Problem is, the Salt Lord still comes here to take his taxes, so I haven't had anything to give them last time, and they said they'd come back and take my hand this time if I didn't have anything, so
Okay.
figure out something.
How many usually?
Well, more than I care to take on.
Okay.
My fighting days are behind me. Look, they don't
Do you
joke
mind if I
around.
open the door?
Look, I don't want you to agitate them. Screw it, you might be able to take them down, but they have a castle up in the mountains. They'd send a
going that
battalion
way.
down here. They would destroy this
So-
farm. They would
so
kill
we're
us, and
going
it would
that way?
wash away. Okay.
Excuse me.
We're going that way.
Please.
Either way, so
Garion!
Just-
Garion, open!
Just let us handle this.
don't
It
worry.
is,
the
it is
stone
what
man.
we do. But is there a back entrance? Or a large
No
window,
back
perhaps?
door, but there are windows, yeah, definitely. There's also a ladder up into the rafters and out through the windows on top of the roof, as in the image there.
Ooh, I will totally go up there.
Yeah.
But first, I'm gonna hand the sword back, which is now very sharp. You're welcome. And
Thanks.
of course, you're amazing. And then I will I want to ask if are these are so-called stone men?
Yeah, that'd be them.
I see. Well, we were already on our way to kill them all. So we will go ahead and do what we do.
And I'm gonna get my bow and string it up. An arrow.
What have the stoned men done to wrong the Dark Elves, though? And how are you going to take on... There's like 80 of them. They have an entire town.
One at a time.
Don't worry about it.
Later.
They'll
Just let us
notice
handle
if these
this.
men go missing.
There are winter wolves in these areas.
These men deal with winter wolves all the time. Look,
Well,
you guys
we
are
can
moving on.
stage something.
I'm living
It's
here.
just-
They'll come back
It's
for
just
me.
details. It's
We-
just details. Don't worry
We're
about it.
sent to take care of them. If you do not wish to do so, you can stay here and hide in the corner if you would like. We are going to do what we do best.
I'm going to go in, half open the door, just showing my face.
As soon as the door is
Yes.
unlocked, a gloved hand with a hand axe is just going to fucking push that thing open as hard as he can. Are you going to try and hold it shut, or allow it to swing open? Basically, he's just barging in as soon as you heard the click of a door.
Oh, please. I'm not gonna let him in. Of course not.
Strength.
This is a party full of strength characters, by the way.
Yeah.
Please roll high. Oh no!
Oh, so close to the 20.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not what I was gonna say. It's the same, anyways.
Yeah, well,
Ten.
he fails. Pushing against it as a dark elf, female dark elf holds it again. Oh, fuck, you're not Garion. Outside are 5 men, armed literally to the teeth. They have a lantern strapped to their belt. Like, yeah, one of them literally has a dagger in his tooth. Basically, he's fighting down a dagger. They have their weapons drawn. They have a lantern, strapped to their belts, all of them. They're covered in oiled cloaks, so, waterproofing it. So, all the men are carrying just very black clothing, oiled leather and all that. It's very hard to see in the night. Studded leather, at the most. And all of the men have a rock around their neck, tied by twine, just around it multiple times, and then around the neck. Every stone is stained red with blood.
Okay. Do I recognize that symbol?
You don't see them.
Well, he's opened the door.
I'm up in the rafters looking out the windows.
Yeah.
I thought you were holding in the door. But okay.
Yeah, but he's up in the rafters on the
Right.
window,
Yeah.
seeing down on them.
Well,
Maybe he can see them.
you are... It's not a symbol. It's something of this group, and you're from the Underdark, so I don't think a knowledge history would help you very much, considering they're a very recent group.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe Malik could roll a knowledge history on them.
I don't see them.
Yeah, okay.
Here's
So,
Um,
5 men armed to the
but
teeth.
as I'm holding the door,
Fuck are
who are
you?
you?
Nah, I asked
asked
first. That... Fuck you!
Pass
Name doesn't matter. I'm here to collect, well, whatever the fuck this peasant can scrounge up. Is that a casket of wine I see there? Yeah, fucking bastard. You told me you didn't have anything. I lagged, yeah. He sees the casket of wine through the door. Yeah, fucking bastard.
Just
You
said
told me you were
he's
dirt
dead.
lord.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what he sees. I said he's dead. He's dead.
Fucking dark elves. You can't claim this estate. This belongs to the stoned men, even if you killed
It's
the
a
man who
claim.
owned it.
You can come and get it. It's raining out.
Ah, sounds a lot like a you problem, ain't it?
Are you making it a you problem? Because you can make it a you problem.
Actually,
Slowly
at that
draw
point,
back my bow.
Yeah.
who is it? I'm gonna say in one voice, and then mimicking a different voice. Yeah. Who's bothering us this late at night?
Roll
Making
deception.
a third. Yeah.
That's good,
Please roll high. Please
Come
roll
on.
high.
15.
He's been tricked before. Getting a nat 20 on his wisdom stave. Yeah, feckin' dark elves, you're all liars. I ain't falling for none of them tricks.
What tricks? What? They're just some idiots. That if they don't leave us, then they're gonna end up dead in the river. So, now tell me, why are you making it a you problem?
Real quick.
Yeah.
If they burst open the door and run in, I'm gonna try to shoot one of the ones that are outside.
So, here's what this guy says. And I'm really hoping Cretus gets responses. Thank you for the follow from G-Scoob. Kick down the door. Kill them all. Well, except her. Gonna have some fun with her before I slit her throat. Then we roll initiative.
Oh no, I loose.
Exactly. Yeah.
Please aim it into his neck. That guy that.
Can I see who said that?
The guy literally in front of Storm.
Yeah.
But can I see him up on the rafters?
Are you outside
Yeah.
or inside?
I am inside looking out the window?
I mean, look at the picture there. You see how there's like a second roof on top of that? Like, you can go
Yeah.
out the window onto the roof. You'll have to be
Yeah,
outside on the
I'll-
roof to be able to look down, though.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So you'll be looking
What I
down.
wanted to do was get a vantage point so I could see them
Okay.
and possibly get behind them and start stabby, stabby, stabby.
So you're up on the roof. You're looking down. You have that giant elk skull under you. And then them under the elk skull. Elk skull is
Okay.
tied up with rope to the rafter you're standing on.
Oh, nice. Okay, I got a 7.
Yeah.
I'm not going first.
You have advantage. No, yeah. Oh, I thought it was an attack. Never mind.
No, not yet.
Well,
Okay.
that would be a opportunity attack, though, wouldn't it? They don't know he's there. He said he was going to do it as they were going to go in.
They
That's
technically
true.
have a prepared action, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Is there any point of us having any map here because like it's weird positioning with them on the roof? So
No, it's fine.
yeah.
It should be fine. Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna have any token. I'm just gonna be like, okay, so we have the 4 bandits and the bandit leader. So 4
Yeah.
bandits, and there's 1 bandit leader. Okay, so...
So that'll
who-
trigger my action then?
Yeah, give me a second here. Yeah. Checking who goes. Yeah.
You're gonna shoot one in the back, right?
I was gonna shoot the one. Well, yeah. As soon as I hear him, I'd like to shoot that guy.
Okay,
Right.
go ahead.
24.
Yeah, are you shooting the leader? The guy on the door?
Whoever said that they were gonna.
Leader.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, that's an automatic crit.
Oh, God.
Yep. Because of assassinate. Yep. That's true.
So,
Anyone who is surprised is an automatic crit.
So much damage.
35.
31. 31.
31.
You have to keep.
Oh, yeah,
removing-
yeah. And it's actually 32 because it's the +1 hollow point arrow.
Right.
Oh, no,
Right.
I already added that.
No.
31. 31.
So, Storm, you're sitting there staring at this guy who is now just saying that he is going to have some fun with you and then slit your throat as an arrow is loosened, going straight down the side of his neck here. Blood pulsing forth. He's just going to grasp it. He's pissed. He's alive and pissed. But
And
that
then
was...
bonus action to hide on the elk.
Yeah.
Not with advantage. 14.
Fuck, hiding in the dark. Yeah, dark elves never had any honor, did ya? I'm gonna kill ya. Just like in the old wars, this ain't your domain anymore. Fucking hurts. Malik, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the door. Just as I open the door, I'm gonna turn to the back. Don't worry, the 3 of us can handle this. Keeping up the thing, and then I'm gonna curse the guy in front of me.
Okay.
I expected more, and I'm gonna cut at him. Like basically, just try to cut him down.
Did you rename it?
Hmm.
Your sword?
Not gonna be able to cut him. Turn.
Oh, no, I have different macros. They have different names.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my turn.
I'm eating at the same time, sorry. Okay, so next up is going to be the Storm. You're next.
Yes. I told you that this was a dumb idea. I want to use my racial spell to cast Fairy Fire on all of them.
Okay.
God, I wish I'd thought.
They're all highlighted purple, and we have advantage on all attacks against
No,
any
fuck.
of them. You have sneak attack against any opponent now. No one, remember this, because you have an advantage attack. So,
Okay.
that was my action. You're basically gonna stand there in the door, and that's it.
Okay. Feckin' spell slingers. Okay. Next up, Bandit's turn. 8 initiative. Mm-hmm.
So close.
So. Let's see, there's 4 bandits. 2 in the... Well, all of them outside, but 3 of them are going to back up and shoot crossbow bolts up towards Cretus.
Do they see me?
What was your stealth?
14.
Yeah.
They're
was it?
firing randomly at you. Consider your AC 4 higher. 15.
Nope.
Then all of the others miss. So 3 bolts just embed themselves in the edge of the roof, like the gutter part of the roof, you know, that log. Just... And 1 bandit is going to go ahead and try and cut Storm with a scimitar.
Okay.
He has a disadvantage. You have 2 AC higher because he's doing it through a doorway. AC 14.
Nope.
Okay. Cretus, your turn.
Okay. Here's what I want to do. Tell me if I can do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and take out my dagger and stab it into the wall,
Mm-hmm.
right where the rope is.
Mm-hmm.
Stabbing the rope.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then use my action to basically let go of the dagger and shoot
Mm-hmm.
with my action.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Here's the dagger. Do I hit the wall?
Yeah.
It's not a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I stab the rope for 4 damage.
So you cut the rope, holding
then-
up the giant elk head.
Mm-hmm.
This must look amazing from Storm's angle, by the way, just standing in the doorway, and she just hears this groan as this giant 12-foot wide elk head crashes down on him.
Fucking poor bandit leader. Will the elk have advantage on hitting them? If that matters. Oh, that's nice.
How many did that hit? Because I know 3 of them backed up.
It hits the bandit leader and one of the bandits.
Nice.
The bandit, who's next to the bandit leader, is crushed to death. There's a sickening noise, and you can see his collarbone protruding from his mouth after the giant skull landed on him. The bandit leader is going to have a shattered shoulder by this skull hitting him by, making his arm pretty much useless, but he's still standing. Barely.
Okay.
Turn?
No, I'm gonna use my action now to shoot that guy.
You hit.
Can't stick it that.
17 damage.
Yet another arrow in the other side of the neck as he lunges forward towards Storm and then falls face first at her feet.
Don't you dare say anything about her again like that. You won't, because you're dead.
Fuck me. Okay, Malik. Your turn. You see 3 frightened bandits standing out in the rain.
Well,
They just watched their
hello.
leader
They're
get crushed.
highlighted. They're highlighted.
they're outlined in
they're
a
dry.
purple glow.
They
They
put up.
can't get away.
No, they put on their hoods.
Uh-huh.
It didn't help. Cover your cloak. It's still there. They're trying to put cloak over.
I kind of just look down at the other guy, just look back at them, like red eyes glowing. I'm you. Point at one of the 3 and I hex him.
That'd be kind of terrifying. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Just for good measure, let's see how well I'm doing on that front.
It's a good roll.
They're slipping over each other to run away from here.
Yeah, I'm slowly walking towards the one I chose, and I'm gonna just strike at him.
They're screaming, "The fuck is that?"
Oops, I have advantage.
Roll it, natural 20.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay, well, you definitely hit on the marked guy.
That plus hex. So 9 damage. Roll the 1 on the damage die.
So, he falls over in the mud, trying to crawl away. Storm?
I'm gonna come up next to him. Face me.
So you, like, step over the elk skull in front of you and everything.
Oh, I make sure that I step on the leader's body and crush him.
Yeah, he's
Under my
already
weight.
broken. It's like you're stepping on, like, a backpack full of, like, apples or something. It's just lumpy and there's no... There's,
Oh.
yeah, he's shattered. He broke his rib, his collarbone. There's nothing left. It's...
Face me. Wow, 11. Shit.
Yeah, you're able to miss that, barely.
Yeah.
You're able to miss that.
Yeah, I'm able to miss.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have described that in such a dickish way, but...
I'm just gonna roll fair fire to see how it lasts. Like concentration for a minute. Okay.
Bandits. Okay, first is going to provoke from Malik because he's trying to crawl away.
Okay. But have
hit.
advantage still.
Yeah.
Just in case it's not 20.
He had
11.
2 HP left. You just stab him into the mud. He doesn't go anywhere. 2 others are going to... Let's see, one of them is going to try and stab Malik through the chest with a scimitar. Hitting an AC of 22 for 3 slashing damage.
Damn, it's always over my shield threshold. Yeah.
The other
yeah.
one is going to lease a crossbow bolt towards Storm. Hitting an AC of 18 for
Oh, that hits.
7 piercing damage.
How much did I take?
Okay.
3. Kretus.
So as he hits me,
Oh.
hold on. I'm gonna use my reaction to call upon a bolt of lightning to hit him.
Jesus!
For 2d8 damage but I'm gonna use my channel divinity to max it, so it's going to be 16
This
lightning
is
damage.
this is one of those moments where, like, for them, it's like one of those moments where you're in an MMO game and you were like, oh, I wonder what's over there, and then that's like a level 60 area, and you're level 20. And you're like, oh Jesus, oh fuck, that's like a Minotaur, and then like everything has 3 HP bars, and like that's a mana bar, and then like things pummel. You're like, oh shit, I'm way out of bounds. So you try to. This is what they're doing. They're like, ah, go back up the hill. You know, but they just came into something they really should not have touched. How much damage?
16 lightning damage. He gets a dex save to have it.
$11 HP. 11 HP. He explodes in giblets. Scorched giblets that accompany the rain in the downpour of blood and guts. Does it hit all of them?
No, just one.
Okay, you don't have chain. Yeah, you probably don't have chain lightning at level 3 now that I think about it.
No, yeah. No, that would be insane. As a reaction?
Cretus.
Wow.
2 bandits left.
What? Sorry, your mic cut out.
Sorry, 2 bandits left. Your turn.
2 bandits left?
Yes, sir.
And the one that attacked her is dead?
Oh, yeah, literally 3 out of 5 are dead.
Wait. 2 left?
I think there's only one left.
I cut down one lightning bolt, 2
There's
under
one
the
left.
board.
One left. One
Okay,
left.
no,
One
no,
left.
yeah.
One guy
Okay.
frantically scrambling in the mud, slipping, crawling. No dignity at this guy. He's whimpering. He's crying. You're pretty sure you heard his word, "mama." He's just absolutely. He's happy he wore brown pants today.
Well, he's getting a freaking arrow in the neck.
See you later, Tuna. Thanks, man.
14 piercing damage.
Yeah, he scrambles in the mud. There's a soft, and then he stops moving.
And I'll just immediately jump down and start collecting arrows. I shot 6.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go grab 3. I'll find 3 that are pretty much broken and useless, but I'll try to get as much as I can. And I'll take one of their cloaks. I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Girion comes out into the doorway, looks at the skull. Gods be damned. You can fight.
We'll fix it, dry it up, make sure it doesn't have any blood on.
Nah, leave the blood.
By the way, I'm probably standing like my hair is somewhat like electric and like up in the air by now.
Yeah. Girion is a man who's seen a lot of war. He might be basically a farmer out in the woods, but he went through some stuff back in the war. He's gonna take out his wood-cutting axe and proceed to chop the heads off of the bandits, piercing them on the antlers of the giant elk skull as he raises it back up in front of his doorway. I ain't paying taxes to no one but the Salt Lord.
Yes.
It is this Lord of Salt who sent us to take care of these guys anyway, so...
You're welcome. I'm sorry for freaking out
thank
on
you.
ya. Please, let's share the fire. Let's play some cards.
I appreciate your appreciation for symbolism.
I want to see if I find anything on them.
I was gonna say I want to look if there's any like order notice or some kind of yeah.
And anything they have, really. Yeah.
Are we all doing investigation?
Let's just do one.
I mean,
Yeah, let's pull it.
But I'm so good at...
They were
Holy shit
collecting
balls.
taxes. They had a lot
Yeah.
of money on them.
So they did.
what? No, of course. What? No, that. What? That's gone.
I'm gonna take the silver pieces because I like silver more than gold.
I'll take all the gold.
Are you?
No.
You get half of it.
That's probably the most mentionable stuff. 1 potion of healing. There is a light crossbow of +1, as well as 15 +1 bolts. There
I might
is
actually use
also a +1 studded leather armor, fit for a medium-sized human.
Studded leather? I
Studded
am
leather
totally taking that.
+1 studded leather.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking that.
Did you take the cloak?
Yeah?
Yeah. That is a... Let's see.
Cloak of protection.
No, it's not a cloak.
wouldn't that be funny?
It's an eelhide cloak, is what it's actually referred to as.
Okay.
Oh.
Dun. Maybe I should check out the rules for that. There we go. Okay.
We had.
Yeah, Cloak of Shadows gives everyone a disadvantage on perception rolls against you if you're in low light or lower. It's... Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
a Cloak of
It's basically-
Shadows, but it's an eel. It's non-magical. It's just the fact it's really dark. It's covered in
Yeah,
shimmering
it's,
oil. Yeah.
Somewhat like in Cloak of Elvenkind, in that sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So...
We had to do good in that fight because I had no spells left. Other than that fairy fire, that was the only thing
Yeah.
I had.
I think what we'll do, for easy sake, we'll use the Cloak with a Bat thing, where you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks in an area of dim light or darkness.
But you didn't get the glide.
You don't get the flying. No, I'll use that rule instead because I was using an old homebrew item. So yeah, an eelhide. It's an eelhide cloak, gives you advantage on stealth saves in low light. Yeah. So it's just like it is.
Gold.
It's like oil, is what it looks like. It's just pitch black. Yeah. What do you say?
Split it.
No, I was just wondering how we split the gold. Because
If-
she wanted all the silver.
I'm just taking the silver.
Yeah.
I'm like, so even the bodies I've looked at, you look after them, you can see their gold clearly there. I'm just taking out the silver pieces, filling them in the pouch.
Girion is gonna look at you guys. That's blood money. It doesn't belong to you, and it doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the farmers who live up the hill.
Are you suggesting we go kill them? I don't really see the need.
Suggesting we give it
already
back.
have their money. Give it back to them.
Aye.
We are currently under the employ of the Salt Lord. I'm sure
make
he
sure
will
you at least-
be able to.
Tell him that the farms have already paid their taxes pre-due.
We'll make sure.
Yeah, sure.
You won't. But he believes you. But he sits down at the fire and he begins shuffling cards.
I'm gonna hand him my deck of cards.
Yeah. So, do we call it there as you guys rest up and play cards and sleep throughout the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
With 5 bandit heads speared on elk antlers outside.
That fairy fire, man. That fairy fire.
Oh, and guess what? We both have it.
I know. It's only once per day, but still,
Yeah.
it's
That's an
Two good
automatic.
fights.
We win this fight.
basically. Unless they do it back.
Or they're spread out. Yeah.
So, level your characters to level 4.
Ah.
Sorry. Level your characters to level 4.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. We've had some
I'm
top
going-
quality roleplay going on. Oops. So, I'm...
going to. Should I get feet? I need my 16 wisdom.
Yep. And next time we'll begin heading onwards to the town, saving that. Town of Bemlodar.
nice.
Exit points.
Actually rolled HP, and he rolled it well.
Exit points. I'm doing good.
So,
Oh, I get a feat. Oh god.
our players are gonna level up now. But for us, it is time to pack up our dice, leave the table, head back to real life. Next stream on the channel is Saturday. Next episode of Appetite for Adventure. So get hyped for that, because shit is going down. And next episode in this campaign, The World Above, will be on Tuesday and Thursday. So on Tuesday, we will go and head to this town of Bedlodad and finish up the blood money. And hopefully take down the stoned men wearing these bloodied stones around their neck.
I don't like them.
Yeah. And their leader, Rag, a previous advisory to the king of Secomber.
Oh, we're gonna kill him good.
Oh, yeah.
Unless we talk to him and find out what's really going on. Dun dun dun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Doesn't it?
but you guys are basically employed by the Salt Lord now, are you?
Basically.
One
For the
job,
time
For
being.
now.
employment.
For
Yeah,
one
for
job
the
being
time
one
being.
Okay, well, that was pretty epic. That was a nice combat to end that off with. Discord link there, ladies and gentlemen. So if you enjoyed, please hit us up with a follow or join our Discord community. If you are interested in getting into D&D, that community is awesome. There's subforums to help you with everything. Player help, DM help, Photoshop help, what have you. And we will post there beforehand when and what we're streaming. So it's easy to keep up to date what's going on the channel. But for now, we're going to play some cards around a fire and rest up until next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.